told myself in the past, this is where you'd be in that time, I would have cried. I would have wept like a child.
See, for me, it's like, oh, I'm still alive. At that point.
Yeah.
I would have thought that the ants would have gotten me years ago.
I've been dead long before this age. I always told people I don't know what's gonna. I never saw myself living past 18, so this is all me just taking it.
Every year is a bonus.
Yeah, every day by day.
This is amazing that this is. I mean, it could have been so many things. It could have been, statistically, car accident, heart disease.
Yeah,
but also ants,
salt, table salt,
vampires could have been.
There's that one time I was in Yosemite and rats had bubonic plague.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been the Black Death that put me in.
It would have actually been pretty cool.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
This idea, I love the idea of dying from an ancient death, or an ancient disease. Something people don't get anymore.
Like
scurvy.
Yeah.
What did it you talked to a young woman's like, oh, your dad passed away? I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? Oh, he was a leper. His body just fell apart. Dropped into pieces.
Yeah, the priest couldn't do anything about it. We tried.
No, his son died of the rickets.
Jesus Christ.
The rickets? The rickets is my favorite thing to go to.
But yeah, 18.
Because it sounds rare, but it sounds really bad too.
Oh,
just saying the rickets.
The rickets.
Yeah.
It does sound like one of those things like, oh, what was your father like? Well, before the rickets, he used to enjoy pushing a hoop with a stick. But, good God, it was a hard time in the whole family.
Yeah. He used to enjoy playing stickball. That was when the arcade machines had the little bat control. So.
I also remember that analog video game where it's like a steering wheel. And it's like a little car on a map, like a paper map that's on a conveyor belt.
Yeah, okay, yeah, where it's not digital at all, it's just...
It's analog as hell.
Yeah, I played that.
I remember that Chuck E. Cheese, yeah.
Yeah, you run over... There was one for Chuck E. Cheese, because you had to run over, ticket icons.
Yeah.
That I do remember, too.
But I always remember, the cabinet was smaller than me, and I was a child.
Yeah.
But I remember that map just kept fucking coming, and I was like, where are they storing all this paper? Where is this? Where?
You hadn't wrapped your head around the idea of a conveyor belt?
Yeah, I hadn't totally accepted that, paper folds itself. So,
yeah. Maybe when I'm 18, I'll know.
There's a guy in the back wall just constantly putting the paper into the back of the machine.
I kind of assumed that all technology, before I understood anything about it, I just assumed all technology was guys behind walls.
Yeah. Oh, so what, like an MRI machine? It's just some guy making all that noise?
And the doctor just looks at a bunch of garbage, because it always comes out looks like you're dying. Sorry.
And as soon as you leave, the guy hops out of the machine door. He's smoking 5 cigarettes or something.
Ronnie, it's too hot in there. Don't make me go back in.
Boy, that was a rough day. That's offensive, but I like to think there was a little person inside those embers.
Oh, it was a little... Okay. I was... Okay. You know what? If it was a smoking little person... Sure. Okay. Yeah. I'm on board with that.
MRI machines are the new 1960s, 1970s Hollywood.
It's nothing but exploitation of tiny people?
Of little people, yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that device? I don't know why you would. It would extinct 100 years before us, but there's a device called the Turkish chess player or something like that.
I don't know.
It was a weird invention, and it was basically an automaton in the early days of the 1800s that was supposed to be it played against Napoleon and the founding fathers of America even, and it's
okay, I think I do know this.
Actually. And they open up the cabinet and it's nothing but bits of metal and gears, and they're like, haha, I'm so clever, I made the first robot, and I made it look like a Turk for some reason. And it beat people in chess, but then the twist was it was just a little person hiding in the one part of the cabinet who was really good at chess.
He's really good at chess.
That's I think why I always... That's definitely why I always assumed technology works that way.
There's no actual science or magic behind it. It's all trickery. It's all illusion.
Everything is almost exclusively the domain of chain-smoking dwarves hiding places. Yeah.
In my PS4, it's just a bunch of little mice running on wheels, making sure I get that 1080p on my television.
There's like a small thing there's both a stick and a bit of cheese on a thing. Run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the cheese is shocked, so as soon as they touch it makes them run real quick, real fast to go into to overclock the system.
So it's punishment, reward, punishment.
But mice they're in there for so long they forget.
Sure.
And I'm sure the heat gets to them.
Good God, that sounds like hellish existence. No, they love it. They love it, guys.
They love it.
So if you take your PS4 for maintenance at a store, are they just scraping off the dead mice?
And they put new mice
in. New mice in there.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I can play my Minecraft, dude. Like...
Ooh.
Guys...
That's fair.
I don't want this science talk to go over anyone's head.
Turkish.
Yeah, this isn't some science podcast where we talk about how technology works.
If you want science... This is not the right house.
Yeah.
You're...
Okay, welcome to... Fuck me, I do this every time. I don't know. I think it's 10. I want to say 10. It's 2 months till September. September will be the year thing. Fuck, we almost been doing this for a year. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's episode 10. Future title pending, as I don't make them up until the very end.
You seem very happy.
Yeah,
I'm tired. I woke up and I fell right back asleep for an hour, and then that's not enough. That's too long to have a cat nap, but it's not long enough to go into deep sleep, so you're just groggy.
So you really just punished yourself in a different way.
It was really... Yeah, basically. But, holy shit, there's a lot to talk about, at least for what Nick and I have done in the past month. July has been super... And July's technically not over for us. I have one more thing to do this weekend. But holy fuck, there's a lot of shit.
They've really unloaded. I mean, I can't wait to hear what you guys want to talk about. I'm excited.
It honestly might take a me and Nick story time because a lot of it is just going to be, we did this for this long. And
all right, yeah, for sure.
How's it been with you, Ian?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm gonna hold off on a lot of it, but I can say that I have something for the reading. I've been reading a lot of new stuff. It's really good. And I'm just really excited to talk about all the stuff that they're just releasing now.
Yeah.
The teases and things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Comic-Con just ended.
Yeah, right? Comic-Con just ended.
I haven't watched all the trailers and stuff. Mostly because I don't watch trailers. I just the other thing. I get sick of them. I really do.
I just saw... Well, this is not for a movie.
Okay.
Did you know about Adult Swim releasing a trailer recently?
Was it the Rick and Morty one?
No, it was not the Rick and
Morty. Was it the Rocko's Modern Life one?
It was not the Rocko's Modern Life.
That was pretty great.
It was a fun time. It was
I still have to watch that. That's the only one I'm interested in.
Yeah. Can I say it's nailing Modern Life,
right? Isn't it great?
Already? I mean, I think some of the jokes are, at least in the trailer that they showed for Rocko, was like, wow, man, you've been gone for a while. That joke about Starbucks, you're really nailing them. You're really nailing them, guys. You're getting them.
Is it one of those things where only 90s kids will understand?
No, I think that it's what it ultimately is he instead of necessarily just doing what is Modern Life right this second, is like, fuck, I've been gone for so long. I have so many things I have to cover that have happened. So I just felt that way about the Starbucks and the iPhone. I feel like those jokes are kind of we've done that.
I mean, if you're gonna make a joke about iPhones now, it's headphone things.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's more outrage than
exactly
joke at that point.
But there's a great like recurring thing that's not really drawn attention to it in the trailer, wherein there's constant surveillance.
Oh yeah.
They're just constantly being watched.
Oh yeah.
All the time. Like there's always a camera in every frame watching them. I like that. That's funny and pointed.
So is it gonna be like a Truman Show-esque reveal?
No, I think that
or just rock on down.
I think the point is that that's our life now. Our life is we are always being watched all the time.
We have fallen for what Alan Moore and Orwell.
Yeah, exactly. There's constant there's
See, people called me paranoid when I was yelling about that in high school.
He's gonna wake up the sheeple. That's what's gonna happen.
Dude, I'm getting so close to using it. Like
wake up sheeple.
Like I'm at that point in my life where I get why people say that.
Like, you're 22, so it's a great age.
I understand.
You know, I was really thinking about it, guys.
And you know what I think it started with? I think it started with the iPhone thing. In
general?
Like, where it finally clicked to me. That people will just fucking...
flock to it.
Yeah.
Flock.
Yeah, wake up, sheeple.
I'm gonna try not to go on an earbud rant.
Oh, my God.
They just don't get you, Chris. They just don't understand.
They don't get it.
They don't get it. You gotta wake them up. You gotta shake them.
Yeah, you gotta shake them up a bit. They can see the real world.
So that was really good, actually. But I was gonna say, Adult Swim released a trailer for seasons 2 and 3 of Fooly Cooly.
Oh yeah, we were at the panel. That's actually part of our story.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We watched the world premiere of that.
And Toonami was there along with Production IG.
Yeah, at AX.
Really?
And they broke down like their intentions. And
we were in the hall.
My God.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff happened.
Okay, well,
we're saving that.
Okay.
You're like right in front of the screen too. Yes. It wasn't.
Oh God.
There was no ifs, ands, or buts about what it was.
That sounds fantastic.
I know we just shot down your entire.
Yeah, I was very excited. I'll be very excited to talk about it with you guys.
Yeah. Because Nick pointed out something very important about it. I remember. Well, just artistic wise, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
There's a lot of shit to just dig through.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so do you want to start with your month first, since ours is probably going to take up?
Packed up?
Yeah.
Sure.
What's been going on with you, Ian?
What has been going on with me? I've been trying to get out of just reading fiction, and I'm getting into more metatextual stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's how do you like that word? I've been reading.
You sound like such an asshole.
I know, it's great.
Fiction.
So what does that mean in English?
It just means like I'm reading text on dissecting why stories work. And how they work.
Yeah.
Literary theory, and then kind of touching on philosophy into why people write the kinds of things they write, things like that. Yeah. There's this guy called Eugene Thacker, and he wrote this trilogy of books that relate horror theory to philosophical theories.
Okay.
His 3 books are called In the Dust of This Planet, Starry Speculative Corpse, and The Tentacles Longer Than Night. And they're great. Okay. They're amazing. And they dissect... I mean, he clearly has a boner for Lovecraft, so there's like a lot of Lovecraftian things in there. Yeah. But he also talks about Poe, he talks about other like less well-known writers. He talks about this one book called...
When do we get to Goosebumps is like my...
Goosebumps is backbone. It's
Say cheese or die.
Yeah, when are we going to get Goosebumps?
Of modern horror.
Monster Blood was really important to American society.
Say cheese or die again. What is It's the sequel everybody wanted.
It was what we were all waiting for. Yeah. I had so many questions after the first Say Cheese and Die.
Mm-hmm. See, okay, so I have this thing with... Let me just say this real quick, just because the thoughts in my head. I had this thing with Goosebumps. I really loved it as a kid. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, those are all stupid. And then now that I'm older and I read into like R.L. Stine and why he wrote that way, the way he views horror is, well, it's the way a lot of people view horror, in that it's just like comedy. It's set up, punchline.
And then it's a what you're doing to the audience is an automatic response.
Yeah.
It's not maybe intelligent isn't the word I want, but it's not a intellectualized response.
Yeah.
It's a animal response. Mm-hmm.
Usually it's primal almost. It's you react on instinct.
You don't think about, do I find this scary?
Yeah.
How do I feel about this?
Yeah. It's one of those things. It is or is it?
It is. Yeah, exactly.
And he had wrote about that. He was like, well, that's why I can write so much, because to me, it's just one long setup to a joke.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah. So, holy shit! I forgot to unplug that. Okay. No, leave that in.
Pick it up.
Leave it in.
Our guest star today, Tony Danza. I don't know why that's the first celebrity that came to my mind.
Hi, this is Raymond.
But yeah, that's why you could write so many of them like that.
Can I say one other thing about R.L. Stine? Sure. I don't want to spoil this other thing I wanted to mention later, but he's getting his own film series coming up.
Wait, they're making a sequel to the Jack Black thing?
No, they're giving his Fear Street.
Oh,
the teenage
yeah,
thing.
that I do know.
That's coming up as 5 movies, I think.
Fuck.
I know.
Just calling it out from the stands. Home run is what we're gonna get 5 times.
We're making 5 of these.
Well, that's like James Cameron, his Avatar.
How many is he gonna make after that? Because he's been talking about that shit.
4, now it's like, I think 6.
What the shit?
And 2 hasn't even finished.
Thundercat Smurfs, fucking each other.
Yeah.
Just fucking shit. Like, that was the problem is, like, I don't control horses with my dick. Yeah. Like, that's a huge plot problem, James Cameron.
Also, like, he was having sex with the princess, right?
With the same thing.
With his mind was in this body, so like.
So it means he's fucking the dragon. Like, I get.
Yeah. So his body in the capsule is just like moving around, touching nothing, but it's like VR, and basically she's fucking a corpse.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
that is, oh my god!
It just happens to move.
Listen, we can do a whole episode.
Can we
get into Avatar?
Fuck.
But so is the R.L. Stine thing? Isn't that kind of like with jump scares, like how cheap and like it's a primal reaction to like surprise?
No, I wouldn't. I would definitely not say R.L. Stine is jump scares. I would say it's twist.
He loves a twist.
Yeah. Which goes with exactly what he said. I mean, the man knows what he wants to do, and he's accomplished it.
He knows what he's about.
Yeah. Which is what I learned from that interview. He's like, well, no, he knows exactly what he's doing.
And that's why he can churn them out like he does.
So I respect that. I really do. And I just like the goofy shit we get out of it.
I mean, he's so clearly he's super self-aware and he's not self-conscious about what he's doing at all. He
likes that sort of campy feel to
loves it.
Yeah, and it's great.
And I think he plays that because I know he always really had I didn't expect to have this conversation.
I don't either. I didn't think I would talk about R.L. Stine as much.
Because I know that he always really, really loved the Horrorland stories.
Yeah.
Because that just allowed him to go, like, bonkers with everything always.
Yeah.
There's monsters, and they're in the theme park, and then, like, I can have as many callbacks as I want to whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was, it's just, it's silly. It's a silly time.
And it's great. Well, some of them are.
Well, some of them.
Then there's Say Cheese and Die. And Monster Blood.
Welcome to Camp Jelly.
Camp Jelly Jam, yeah.
Camp Jelly Jam.
Those words were put together.
Man,
like
which one was the one where the kid goes to camp, and it's like all just this training for
like a war,
like an expedition to Earth. Oh, and the final page is them going, look at that in the sky. It's Earth. We're gonna go to that.
Wait, where were they?
Yeah, where were they? Where were they? They're so close.
That they could just point at it.
What about those goosebumps?
Why does everyone look like humans on this planet? Why?
Right?
Yeah.
I always the one that did get me. There was one that was like my invisible best friend.
Okay. And
the twist was they're all monsters and the invisible one's a real boy.
Yeah,
oh. And what?
Well, then there's like Slappy the Dummy, and then I think there's like 4 books with him.
No, there's so many. I think there's 6 now.
Fuck.
Choose your own adventure.
And he has relatives. Choose Your Own Adventures were kind of fun.
Choose Your Own Adventures were fun.
And I read a lot of that shit.
He did.
Now that I think about it.
He did Goosebumps. I think I even read some of the Goosebumps 2000s, which was just an excuse for him to be like, after he was like, Goosebumps done, I'm not gonna write more of those. He was like, oh shit, I don't want to stop writing those.
Those are super fun.
2000! Now it's a new millennium! A new millennium of fear!
Yeah. There's the one where the teacher is like a monster who kills and eats children, and all the students know it, and everyone just kind of like
just accepts it. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like so many. Yeah. It is. Oh my god, man!
A lot of his stories rely on just everyone accepting
that this is a horrible world. This is a horrible, horrible world.
Yeah, wake
okay. So
the sheeple.
So then maybe that's why I like this.
That's probably what
I can relate to that.
Yeah. We're all building towards a theme.
So
you can title this one.
I'm gonna title it like, I don't know, iPhone earbuds, wake up sheeple or something. So yeah, literary theory.
Literary theory. Oh no, it's a great book if you're interested in.
I might check it out because I do want to try my hand at horror.
It's very
because most of my stories just end up depressing. Like it's not horror really. It's just
whoa, that's a bummer.
That's a bummer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, it's really great, and he recommends a few texts in there that I had never heard of.
Okay.
That are fantastic. There's one called Black Easter colon Aleph Noel.
Okay.
And it's a great text about basically like, what if the Cold War escalated to the point where instead of nuclear bombs, we unleashed hell?
Okay.
Doom. Literally.
So Doom. Yeah, Doom.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, that's cool.
He also talks about Roadside Picnic.
Okay.
It's a science fiction novel about aliens come and then they just leave a bunch of shit and then they go away like almost immediately, and we are left as apes finding tools. Like what does all this do?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was aliens.
It has some of that cosmic horror biz. But it's really fascinating. And then he pretty succinctly goes into, if you're not super familiar with a lot of philosophical theory, it's not so bad. He does give you kind of bare bones explanation.
Does he give you what you need to know for what he's saying, or?
Yeah, I would say so.
Then that's fine.
Yeah.
It was nice.
If you wanted to go in deeper, like sometimes he will make like oblique references to like, as we all know from such and such text. And it's like, I've never read that, man. But generally, like for his main point, he spells out, here's what Kant says about existence and what the meaning of a human life is.
Okay.
Here's what Lovecraft says about existence and a human life. Let's see where they blend.
Yeah.
And you know, these kinds of things. He also covers horror films.
Okay.
And I appreciate, in the first one, he talks so much about... so he breaks down horror theory, and I've just ordered a companion novel by a different philosophical writer who studies horror.
Yeah.
Wherein he's breaking down all monsters into 6 philosophical types, and for some reason, apparently, there's at least a big enough circle that like a handful of these guys are all like, yeah, there's only 6 kinds of monsters philosophers believe in, and we have them here. This is the list.
We've all agreed.
We've all agreed.
Yeah, we had a meeting.
The academics have decided.
We had a summit.
But that they all love.
It was a great rager that weekend.
We were
just 6.
Just
6.
I'd never been to a party with more than 2 people.
I don't give a fuck about your ideas. Just 6.
But he talks about film theory as well, horror film theory. There's a lot of Cronenberg in the book if you enjoy Cronenberg and all. And I just like the dissection of movies like The Blob and The Stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just so insane. Just like, but then him relating.
But it's about consumerism, Ian.
He's relating it to consumerism. Like,
we have a theme.
Is there ethical consumerism? Is capitalism just a cycle that eats people? Oh my god, I love it.
Wake up, sheep.
Wake up, sheeple.
Zombies started off about slavery, where it started off with voodoo zombies as the first zombies. The fear that slavery beyond death was what's going to happen. Yeah. Then it kept coming back and back until eventually we assumed it for capitalism and consumerism and en masse. And we got like slasher flicks, which are all about cathartic release and the people we hate. I can get into it. I once sort of got into it in a literary theory class.
Oh yeah?
And I was like, man, I could validate horror movies and how not subtle they are about.
And then haunted houses about Rwanda and
sure, that's man, wake up.
Ghosts are about the unknown threat, usually arriving about, usually come around the time terrorism.
Ghosts?
Or not ghosts, like poltergeists. Basically unseen threats.
9/11.
Threats that have no real form.
I always liked ghost as a metaphor for just, like, us never being able to move on from our mistakes.
It's
just like...
That's what it starts off at. I'm talking about, like, modern day
ghosts.
Poltergeists, hauntings. You don't really see what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a threat. There's an ever-present threat, and you can't consciously put your finger on it.
Body horror alien stories are about the fear that we will one day, too, be subsumed by an even more powerful race of beings that don't care about our culture or way of life, and will treat us the way we have treated basically everyone else.
So what I'm getting from all this is that people need to wake up.
Wake me up inside.
Yeah.
I can't wake up.
What do you feel about fluoride in water? What's your opinion on MK Ultra?
Man, guys.
Was my opinion on MK Ultra, like, it was bad. What? Like, what?
You know, guys, let's really have a discussion. You know, like I mean, they gave people acid without telling them, and probably killed a bunch of guys. But like, guys,
come on,
gotta
it was
break
the
some eggs.
So that was your money.
How else were we gonna get the Russians?
How else were we gonna get the Russians?
What are we not gonna test to see if there are psychics in the world and we can utilize their power?
Oh my god! Have you watched Men Who Stare at Goats yet?
Yeah.
Fuck that
movie. That movie's great.
That
movie's fucking
so
great.
Good.
I liked it.
It's so good. The
fact that it ends with him running through a wall is like is what sold that movie for me. Like
the entire extended
the end of it sold you.
Well, the end of it was like, I thought this movie was fine, but it's that then like, okay,
it was the cherry.
They get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The whole segment of I'm bursting clouds.
Yeah.
And then he managed to run into the only object in a completely barren. Anyway, it's great. Saw that the guy who wrote the book is amazing.
I might have to ask you for all like the titles and everything just so I can buy them or like check them out at least.
Absolutely. I would highly recommend go straight to the Psychopath Test that Ron Johnson wrote. It's the same guy.
Is that the one you're at the funeral and you meet a guy?
I mean that is one of them. Yeah. Well, he actually goes into Bob Hare, who's like this Canadian psychologist, and he was like, "Here's the 22 things that make up a real psychopath. Mm-hmm. If they are like this, if they are, I think."
Wait, story perspective or like psychological?
Psychologically.
Okay.
This is what makes a person a psychopath.
Okay.
And this is what the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath is.
Yeah.
He talks about, oh my god, MK Ultra. He was talking about like people were trying to cure psychopathy in the 60s, and they did this.
Well, that shit's fucked.
Oh my god, yeah. That's brain structure. You can't change brain structure.
Sounds nice.
They talked about this thing in the book called genital reparative screaming.
There we go.
Wherein people were dosed with acid over and over and over for days and days and days. And then they were deprived of clothes, and then they would do like group therapy sessions, wherein I guess like the theory was there's some kind of shame in sexuality or something like that that causes, because of course that was the theory.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is everyone get in a circle, and these people are out of their minds on LSD. I want you to scream at their junk until you feel better. and he just had people scream at each other's genitals in a
I'm
circle.
angry at my junk.
Yeah. Just
I find me and my junk have like a very loving relationship.
We're on great terms.
Yeah.
Did he have his penis?
He did Bob?
Did he have one? Like, did he have?
No, I meant did he
castrate himself?
No,
like...
yeah. If he like do acid at these people's junk?
No. They're taking acid.
They're dropping acid.
Oh,
that's way more horrific.
They were throwing acid at each other.
He's not.
What kind of bullshit is that?
He's not throwing car battery acid at people's penises.
That's what you said. They throw all guys?
No, it's a mix of people.
It's a mix of people, men and women,
doing acid,
doing acid and screaming at their crotches. Like,
I got scared for a second.
I'm so sorry that tangent went really far. I apologize.
Man, if anyone wants to look up fucked up shit, just how they treated psychos. Well, how they did therapy for mental health in the 60s and 50s.
It was.
It's horrific. Every there's not really a nice thing that happens.
There's no good period. Do you know about the Geraldo Rivera thing?
Oh yeah,
it's a weird question ever.
I know who Geraldo Rivera is.
So like Geraldo Rivera got popular because he did like an expose on a sanatorium. This is like the early 70s, late 60s.
Okay.
And so he's in Maryland.
Is he the one where he fakes being a patient, but like when he's in there for so long he actually thinks he's a patient after like a week?
No, Geraldo Rivera was not committed.
Okay.
But we wish. Okay. That was Mary Blythe, and she did a great job.
Okay.
Mary Blythe did do an expose on, well remembered, on that great story of history, Mary Blythe. Also went around the world in less than 80 days. But,
yeah, that's not fair. There weren't blimps around anymore.
That's kind of cheating.
Geraldo Rivera
went... planes by then.
We'll have that conversation later! He went to this sanatorium and he basically just interviewed people, and there was like 5 people working in a facility that is like, I don't know what kind of thing to compare it to. It's a huge facility.
Yeah.
It's acres and acres of buildings. And he found like 5 people working there. It's hugely understaffed. All the lights were out. There's like a bunch of naked people like Yeah. It was a bad time. And that's how Geraldo Rivera gained his fame, by filming sad, crazy people.
Yeah.
Did he do a documentary, The Children of Darkness? Or was that someone else?
I think someone else did that, but he really inspired a lot of people's interest in it.
Okay.
And he also, this is a pre Bobby Kennedy getting shot real bad. Okay. So Bobby Kennedy was like, "Oh, this is fucked up. We should really do something about that." And then he started to, and then Ronald Reagan was like, "Nah." Then that's U.S. history. That's a brief view of mental history, mental health in U.S. What? We gotta.
That was Reagan. That wasn't Kennedy.
But you said Reagan.
I said Reagan.
Oh, I thought you said Kennedy.
Not Bob Kennedy.
Bobby Kennedy started it. Ronald Reagan.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about John Kennedy. Reagan.
No, I'm going.
Hey man, if you gotta admit, if that had worked, I mean.
Is that what Justice League
Everything's
Unlimited
forgiven,
was about?
right?
They had a big giant laser.
That's exactly what Justice League Unlimited was about. All of Ronald Reagan's long-term plans came from movies.
Yeah.
All of his.
If there is one thing I do understand about Reagan, or that I get, is if I was president, I would totally recreate movies. Like, just
big giant lasers.
I'd probably be one of the worst presidents in that. I would use a lot of funding just for my own selfish. Like, yeah. Why not have a Death Star? Why can't?
Why not build a statue of a robot? Just deal with it.
Mr. President, why is there a desk on the Oval Office? That's very unusual. You want to see? And the entire room lowers into the floor.
Man, fuck those schools. Look at this shit.
So what else?
Oh shit! What was I? And then because of that, I've just been reading like weird fiction just to kind of get myself in that. I've been reading a collection called The King in Yellow by Robert Chambers.
Okay.
And he was pre-Lovecraft, but he was like Lovecraft .1 basically. Lovecraft really loved his work. It's a great collection of short stories.
Yeah.
About artists losing their minds. Is basically it. Okay. It's about like there's a terrible god called the King in Yellow, and he wants to come into reality. And
that's what I've heard. I've heard the King in Yellow term before.
It's a great story, and it has a lot of like pseudo Lovecraftian features, which is weird because again he wrote this shit like 20 years before. But there's a particularly great story I really love called The Mask. Which is about an artist who I thought it was about liquid nitrogen, but it's just this guy no,
it's just a mask. It's not.
No. This guy invents this chemical compound that he can dip anything alive into, and I thought he meant that metaphorically, but literally it turns into marble.
Oh, okay.
Like solid marble, and so he can like cheat at making beautiful sculptures, and then his wife falls in. Because he keeps a pool, an entire pool of this chemical.
He needs a Lazarus pit.
Yeah, exactly.
Just ready for it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't go through the door. Don't worry about that. Don't.
Honey. No, come on. I thought we trusted each other.
Maybe you should have had like a rope around. I mean, I feel like. Would you do that? I would do that.
Yeah.
How does she fall in? Like why?
Did
she trip? Or?
She's just described as like really emotionally unstable woman who's like happy sometimes, mad like you can't. She's
hysteric.
Exactly. And then what basically happens?
Being manic woman.
And then so the artist is so distraught, he's like, well, better shoot myself a bunch. And then his best friend...
A bunch?
A whole bunch. Like, I don't know how you get off more than one shot at your... Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So then the best friend is like, oh no, I feel terrible. 1, because my friend is dead. 2, I wanted to fuck his wife like so much. And this is a really hard way for me to deal with this. This is not a great setup for me. And then...
So I'm all for stories where everybody's a horrible person. And, like, just treats... And it specifically treats one person like shit.
Yeah.
Like the entire... So I'm like down with this story.
Keep going.
It's I mean... With the end of it,
yeah.
Because there's a lot of short stories. They're all kind of connected but very separate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is he finally gets the courage to go back into that house because the woman's body is not been moved. It's just lying there like marble in this room.
Okay.
And he's just like, oh shit, I'm such a piece of shit. I wanted to fuck his wife so much. And he was my best friend. Like, how would I? And then, like...
Me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, jeez.
And then, like, the maid quits all of a sudden. And he's like,
why wouldn't you? I would, like...
And the maid is like, well, you know that statue of the rabbits in the den or whatever?
Yeah.
It's gone. And he's like, oh, well, that's weird. And he's like, and in the hallway, I just found a bunch of goldfish, like, flopping around in the hallway. Was really weird, and the sculptures in the hallway are gone too. I don't know who someone's been breaking in and replacing your statues with real animals. This is horrible. And then like the lilies that he had that they'd done at the beginning are not only not sculptures in the vase, they're black and wilted now. Like they've aged.
Yeah, so the marble is only temporary.
The marble was a year and a half. And then it wears off.
Well, that would have been nice.
And then he's like, oh, fucking balls! And then he runs the other room, and that's the end of the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of happy, but that's a weird explanation.
So, he banged her?
He I don't know. I don't know if he fucked his dead friend's wife.
I mean, the wife gets carbonite sickness first and needs to have the powder thrown in.
It's gotta...
Is it powder? What the fuck does Leia throw into?
It's talcum powder. It just helps him dry out.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's too moist.
Yeah,
too much liquid.
He gets over it in about 5 minutes. So like. Obviously, carbonite sickness is not that bad.
Guys, it's the future.
Yeah.
We can. Luke loses a hand and then gets it back like 5 minutes later. Yeah. It's
nothing has consequence unless you actually die.
Yeah.
And even then, you become a ghost.
If
you're a Jedi.
Nothing in the world has consequences.
Jedis don't get to die.
Jedis have to exist forever.
Forever.
In the Force.
Yeah.
Unless you're anyone else.
Exactly. Oh, man.
Which makes it weird. Are we going to see any ghosts in the new Star Wars? Like, shouldn't we see ghosts?
I mean, we probably...
Is there more than 3 Jedi ghosts? I have a lot of questions about this ghost.
I mean, because there's been Jedis since before...
Yeah. Shouldn't they just be walking around everywhere like holograms?
That would actually be really funny if they introduced, like, a new Jedi Master, and the Jedi Master is just, like, some dead Jedi from 2,000 years ago we've never heard of.
Yeah, can't they technically teach forever? Like, there shouldn't be a Last Jedi if there's ghosts roaming around everywhere that can interact with people. And they should be able
Don't think about it. What the hell are you doing?
Let's keep thinking really hard about it! Sheeple, come on!
I've never actually thought about the ghosts.
Oh, I think
Star Wars.
I can't stop thinking.
This opens up like a lot of things for me.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh my god.
There's an afterlife. There's an afterlife.
There's an afterlife that's, like, clearly visible. Like, they've appeared. It's not like, oh, we only come to Jedis in their time. Like, you fucking showed up at an Ewok party.
Hey, what's up?
Damn it. Yeah, say what's up. And do they get a choice of when they can show up? If so, why aren't they helping out, like, all the time when they know, like, Jedi are passing out? Are they just so done with this shit that, like...
You know, the ways of the ghosts are very different, Luke.
Yeah. Are they so mad about being Jedi that they don't want to help out anymore?
They know that it's the situation of telling your friends who have a truck.
Yeah.
It's like, as soon as they know.
As soon as they know.
They're going to be asking for help all the time, guys.
All the time.
I just want to fucking... This is my off time.
Yeah.
I get to chill out now.
Oh,
this is so I can feel like a big man when I
yeah, exactly.
Oh, so it's the boat.
Exactly. It's the boat.
Well, because you don't want to own a boat.
You don't want to. You want to have a friend who has. Exactly. You don't want to have a truck.
Yeah.
You want to have a friend who has a truck.
Best advice I ever got.
Great advice. Great advice.
Yeah, use people.
Okay.
So that book is really great. You can get it pretty cheap online. They've been reprinting it and it's in public.
How long are they? Like
Huh?
How long are they?
Each story, they
Well,
vary.
not story. Sorry, the theory books.
Oh, the theory books, they're all about $150 each. They're three $150 books. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really easy breezy read, honestly.
Oh, really? Not dense and like...
There's sections that can get a little dense when you get to, like, Kierkegaard or Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'd say that
generally... Oh, I know Kierkegaard is not who I'm thinking of, I think.
Keats? Or are you thinking of...
Who's the fucking guy? I'm trying to remember the exact name for the line of literary theory he did. I think it's a French guy. And it's like the most dense explanation of story I've ever seen.
I think I know who you mean. I think I know
the way the professor summed up to me, people love the ideas. No one fucking loves reading. Like, and I was like, man, you know what? I can see that.
Is it Montaigne?
I would have to dig through, like, my papers.
Because I remember I had to read Montaigne, and that's...
It might be Montaigne.
He does that European-style thing where we, Westerners...
Where he has a fucking thesaurus on his right hand, and, like, just keeps going.
But, like, he always introduces ideas in this very weird... Where he'll start a sentence with... And anyway.
Yeah.
Like, there's no fucking thing before that! Don't start an essay with... And anyway. That's not... Okay. Well,
Man, I wonder if I could do that. I should probably try to write a story. And after the car crash.
What? No, no. You need context.
Well, that's like in comedies when like they have the character tell the punchline to a joke that hasn't been told.
Yeah.
Pineapple.
So give him personality without actually writing the joke. So give himself personality without giving context.
We call them catchphrases.
That's very plausible. That was always a... Anyway.
He's dead, right?
Yeah, he died in like the 1820s.
Yeah, he's super dead.
Super dead.
That marble.
So 150. I could probably do that.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick, easy breeze. I'm gonna finish the third part right now.
Okay.
I love it, man. It's really good.
I'll check it out.
Text. And then I've been watching TV, I guess.
I've been watching a shit ton.
Mm-hmm. What do you? Well,
you go first, and I'll jump in whatever you're watching.
All right. Shit. What am I watching? I I just started watching the new Cartoon Network show OKKO, which is
Oh, is it good? That's the fighting.
Yeah.
That's the fighting game world,
Yeah.
right? Or where it's like a beat 'em up. Fuck, I want that show to be
I
good.
really like it.
The mayor is Hagar.
Yeah.
Like it's straight up Hagar. It's not. There's no.
What's really weird to me is so the first season's 8 episodes.
Okay.
Which is light.
Yeah.
But I found out they've apparently picked it up. The next season's gonna be 20 episodes. So good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. It is. It's not heavily narrative. It's not like an arc.
Okay.
It's very episodic, so you can jump in at any time and really get what's going on, more or less.
Okay.
The guy who played Dr. Robotnik is the voice of the villain in the show, which is super fun.
And then he looks like the guy from Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah,
he looks like Cortex.
No, not Cortex. The scientist.
The other scientist guy that's not Cortex.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But he has like half his face is gone. He has the metallic thing,
and he's got like a big glove.
Yeah.
I want to say it's Dr. Nefarious, but I'm not sure. That's what his name is. I know exactly who you're talking about. He has that like Eastern European accent, like
vaguely Eastern European.
No, I remember watching the shorts on online.
Mm-hmm.
When they only had them online for the shorts.
That's where I remember it. And then when I heard it got picked up by Cartoon Network, I was like, man, good for him. Like,
good for him, yeah. I was, anyway, yeah.
So it's good.
It's very good. It has a lot of DBZ influence.
Okay.
And I feel like that's not going away.
It's never going to go away.
It's not going
Super is still going on, so, like, Super will be the next influence.
Well, because, like, I'm also... Here's what I've been talking about in my circles is because Cartoon Network is canceling a lot of canceling or bringing to an end a lot of shows.
Okay,
right now.
Like what?
Gumball is gonna end.
Okay, I heard about that.
Adventure Time is ending this season.
What didn't that one show end?
Regular show
ended.
It was fantastic.
It was a good ending. I heard.
I felt it was a really good ending. Very bittersweet. I think I mean, there's that whole thing about like how like it only had its finale, it didn't have like a build up.
Yeah,
it didn't show. You know, like if you have.
But that show doesn't come off to me as like
a lot of build up.
Yeah, as an arc. Yeah, like there's an overarching story.
Or I mean, like you know how like for networks they have a series that's been going for a while.
They'll promote it.
They'll promote it as like this is it series finale, so they show all the episodes.
Yeah,
they didn't do that. They just showed the finale, and they had like back to back Teen Titans Go.
Like, yeah, that's kind of their plan, it seems like, is, okay, we're going to do back-to-back Teen Titans Go, and then some other shit. And then more, like a full 5-hour block of...
Is Powerpuff Girls still going on?
They canceled that.
Okay, good.
Do you remember that? Did you hear about the Powerpuff Girl? One of the writers put himself in it.
Okay, you were the one who told me.
Can we talk about this? Can we talk about this?
Someone told me about this. I haven't looked into it.
Yeah.
But I remember you telling me a whole bit about this.
Why don't you talk about it, Matt? Because it's grim.
Yeah, jump in.
There's that writer Jared.
Because it's fucked. It's fucked.
The way it's super dark.
Well, because like it's a kind of mix of things where it's like they put him in. His name's Jared. Yeah. They just put him as Jared. He's just some guy with some teenager with glasses who's
clearly looks like the writer Jared.
He's like 28. He's like 30 years old.
He's an adult man.
He's a grown man who Blossom has a crush on in the show, a huge crush on in the show. And the thing is, like, he wrote the first 2 episodes of his own appearance, where Blossom is fighting, like this little girl, trying to like confess her love to Jared. In the first 2 episodes, he wrote that and voiced himself. Mm-hmm. But the other episodes of him in it, he didn't write. He just put his voice in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the other writers were like, yeah, why don't you fuck that kid?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is weird, man. I don't want to do this show anymore.
This is dark.
I know.
Oh, they're canceling that show I never watched, Clarence. That's over.
I heard it had good bits in it, but I never got around to watching it.
Did you guys know about the kerfuffle about that show? That was really all... That's what made me watch it, was that it had a bunch of shit going on behind it. The guy who created the show and did the original voice of the main character, Clarence, he apparently was just a creep. And
really?
He cornered women in their offices and made people really, he's really gross. Yeah. And then they fucking, were like, you're fired. Yeah. We're suspending airing your show for 2 months, not gonna air it, and then we're gonna recast you and get someone else to run the show. That was all that made me watch the show. didn't make me keep watching the show, but
so that's going away.
That's going away.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the only thing that's really in their main lineup right now that I'm aware of is Teen Titans Go. Is the only thing.
Well, Steven Universe.
Steven Universe, but they haven't been promised a season 6. This is season 5, and I don't know that they've been promised.
I gotta catch up.
It's a really good show.
I know. No, I know it's good. I know it's good.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I have to watch that show, like a lot of episodes at a time.
Oh yeah.
I can't just do the one by one thing.
It's miserable watching it one by one.
So that's why I do. I wait a long time and then just binge watch a shit ton of episodes.
You know how like inconsistent they are with the releases of the new episodes.
Well, they just. I don't know why they do that necessarily, because they do the bombs. They do like, we won't release anything for months, and here's a new one every day for a week.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sometimes they'll do 2 on a Friday, where it's so weird. Yeah, it's odd.
But if you watch it like consistently, like Chris does online, then like it's fine.
It's a great show.
Yeah, for me it's fine.
Yeah.
But for anyone else that's like watching it as they come out, like kudos to them for doing that.
I found out the creator of that, Rebecca Sugar.
Yeah.
She does the ending theme and some of the music for OKKO.
Really?
Yeah, that makes sense, because the creator is one of the producers for Steven Universe.
He produced it, and I think he did storyboards on Steven Universe.
Yeah, that he did know.
Yeah. Ian Quarterly, I think, is it?
Ian Jones Cordy? Is it Cordy or Quarterly?
I'm not sure. I think it's...
Yeah. Fuck, I want to watch it. Because I'll watch any... Because if I was a kid and there was a show based on fighting games and beat 'em ups, like...
And like
I would have been super into it.
And like within the show, which is really I find really funny, is all the characters have like levels.
Okay.
That's established.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Like, okay, like what are you guys? I'm level 2 and he's level 3. Yeah. Your boss is level 12. I like that joke. It's a really funny. Yeah.
It's like a tangible hierarchy system.
Oh, absolutely,
That's awesome.
The mom's cool. She has that training dojo.
The mom is actually one of my favorite characters. She's amazing.
She's awesome.
His mom is like implied to have been like one of those like hot girls from one of the old fighting games, who's now matured into a lovely woman.
And like she like that.
she trains women in her dojo. And it's
That's
really
awesome.
tight. And his boss is just like a guy who wears pants and sunglasses, and that's it.
It's Hagar.
It's Hagar.
And he's just jacked and angry.
So I gotta ask, does he do the drop kick?
I think he does.
Okay.
Does he pile drive anyone?
Does he pile drive a shark?
See, I know you're probably not super familiar with Final Fight stuff, so we're just gonna name shit that happens.
You do pile drive a shark.
Yeah.
I'm
Does
sure.
an American Eagle like on his shoulder?
Does he have to save his daughter as mayor of the city?
Oh shit. He is like the guy in charge of everything. Actually, now that you say it, yeah.
It's good.
Does he
no, it is. When I first saw that design, it's Hagar.
Yeah.
Dude. Like,
does he elbow drop and then a crack in the floor goes?
Oh, he absolutely does.
Okay, good.
That's Hagar.
That's
okay, no, I'm in for the show. I gotta watch it.
KO's best friend kind of reminds me of a lot of DBZ alien characters. Just like he's purple and he's got little bobbly things.
He's got a little, yeah.
So
what else have you been?
God. Oh! I just watched this movie, which is fantastic, and everyone should go watch.
What's it?
It's called Spider-Man. No, we can talk about Spider. Do you want to talk about Spider-Man or the other thing? Because I have.
Let's talk about the other thing because we both watched Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched a movie called The Little Hours.
Okay.
Which is, I guess, a kind of independent film. It's not really, but it's great. It has Aubrey Plaza. It has.
Is that the Nun one?
It's the Nun one.
Okay, I want to watch that.
It has Aubrey Plaza, the girl from the brown-haired girl from Community. I forget her name. It has
the one Rashida Jones plays.
No, not Rashida Jones. The one. I'll think of it. And then it also has Kate Micucci from.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is fucking boss, and it's just so good. John C. Reilly, Fred Armisen.
It's like an all-star comedy.
Joan
cast.
Cusack.
Like,
it's really funny. Nick. No. Anyway, Dave Franco. And it's based on the Decameron. And if you've ever
filthy,
it's
but
a filthy book. I love it. It's great. And so, like, the kind of setup is they're nuns with bad attitudes.
Yeah.
is legitimately the start. And they keep driving away the farmers who work their land. Mm-hmm. So they get a handyman who is trying to escape his old life. And so to do that, he pretends he's a deaf mute.
Okay.
And so because of that, all the nuns feel like they're free to actually, instead of do confessional, just tell him all their stuff because he won't repeat it to anyone. Yeah. Except he can. And so he then proceeds to just have sex with every one of these nuns over and over. In pairs sometimes. It's filthy.
Yeah, no, it's the camera.
Nice.
And then there's plot points of witchcraft in the story. Mm-hmm. That, like, there's a witch's coven. There's okay, so there's one thing that I took away that I really fucking loved in this movie. So Kate Micucci and Aubrey Plaza and Alison Brie. Alison Brie is her name.
Okay. She's not from Parks and Rec.
She was on Community,
yeah.
Community.
She's in another show that I'm going to talk about, that I watched recently. So, go ahead.
They in like, trying to berate others or each other, they'll say filthy, horrible, like, you're a whore, I fucking, all these filthy things. And then at some point, Micucci is like, and I think you're a Jew! And then everyone's like, well, that's too far. That's not okay. You can say that other stuff. That's not okay. Okay? and then Micucci's, like, plot development is when she goes to James Franco and she tries to have sex with James Franco. She's just like, I don't think I can do this. I'm sorry. He's like, makes it confused because he can't. Yeah. And she's just like, I'm just not attracted to you. I don't think I'm attracted to men. This isn't working for me at all.
That's very nice.
Also, I'm Jewish.
That's okay.
It's one of the best fucking... The scene wherein... There's a really long scene for the final confession where the Monsignor, who is Fred Armisen, is taking their confession. He's just like, lesbianism, homosexual... We count that as two separate things. Homosexuality and lesbianism. Blood eating. How many times do you think I've written blood eating down? This is not okay. and you're Jewish? You're not even baptized? That's like the whole point of what you do. How did you... I don't know. I don't know with you all. It's a really good movie.
I gotta watch it.
It's very funny. Every single part, it's not a huge cast. Uh-huh. It kind of plays on the fact that it's a small cast who have to constantly interact with each other. But every part is wonderfully cast. Really funny people in every single role that milk every second they're on screen. And it's great. So I really like that film. So, I don't know. I guess that's some of the bigger stuff that I've been doing.
Okay. Yeah. So, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
It's good.
Yeah. How about that?
It's
they nailed him.
Yeah.
They nailed Peter Parker.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the first one where I'm like, this is what I think Spider-Man is. Well, like, fuck me, I'm forgetting the director's name of the Tobey Maguire.
Sam Raimi.
How can I forget him? Because, like, the Spider-Man he grew up with was, like, 50s, 60s Spider-Man. Where he was beaten by a bully and, like, all that.
Yeah.
This is definitely more for modern times.
Absolutely.
Modern day. I mean, I know for a fact the guy who plays Spider-Man is not 15. But I can believe he's in high school.
He looks high schooly.
Yeah.
How old was he filming?
He was 20.
20. Filming? Yeah, 20. I think he just turned 21 or something.
Just turned 21.
That's fine.
Same with Zendaya. Am I supposed to know? Is she, like, from something?
She probably is, and I don't know either.
I'm not familiar.
I liked her, but, like...
Yeah, I liked her a lot.
She's definitely a character. Like, she's not fully fleshed out or anything.
Which one's Zendaya?
She's the moody girl who is maybe gonna be MJ.
Yeah.
Probably. Okay. I hope they follow through with that. Yeah. I think that was a cool idea.
I liked her because she reminds me of a lot of people I know.
Yeah.
Like, rolled into one. But she's definitely just a character. She's not like
she hasn't had the benefit of development.
That's gonna be the next movie. It's like it's her whole thing, which I'm all for. I want to see that like.
I mean, the people who get the most fleshing out would be Peter's best friend, and
Hannibal Buress.
Hannibal Buress is a great.
Hannibal Buress is like the funniest person.
He's amazing.
Every delivery of the line, like I think he has 5 lines in the entire movie.
I think he's a war criminal or something, but whatever.
Every single delivery is the best fucking.
And detention. Hey, get back here. He's like already out.
What are you doing?
Oh my god. Him and Michael Keaton. Those two and Michael Keaton.
Which, honestly, for that movie, that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Especially with the first Spider-Man movie, where he's not just a guest character.
Yeah.
Like,
it made Vulture cool, and that's very hard to do.
It's real hard.
Oh, there's that shot of him sitting on the side of the billboard, actually looking like a bird.
Yeah.
That's like a fucking. I wish they had stayed on that shot a little longer. Yeah. It's like, fuck, that's a good shot. That's a good one. There's also, you get a little bit of his shadow against the full moon.
Oh yeah.
But it's like half a second. I wish that was like a longer shot too. This plays a lot with the proven Marvel formula. 50% joke, 25% drama, and then 25% action.
Yeah.
So like, so it's a little run the mill in that sense, but a lot of the jokes were funny. Like, I found it very fast, like very incredibly fast paced. I think maybe because on second viewing, I was like, and then this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and it's like, fuck, this movie goes by.
They don't
like
give you a lot of time to breathe.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton and his smirk, like at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
Prom night.
So Michael Keaton is my favorite Marvel villain now, but he only becomes my favorite Marvel villain halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
When it's literally a door opens and something happens, and it's the best. I'm trying to dance around it because in case anybody hasn't seen it.
Warehouse Park?
No.
I'm trying to remember what. I know. Okay,
yeah,
I know
see,
exactly.
you know exactly what it is.
You got that Keaton smirk.
Oh my god.
That's what you know.
Dude,
gonna happen.
the whole car sequence is fucking amazing.
I was gonna say there's two scenes in this where I think that they held the drama and they didn't undercut it with a joke.
Yeah.
And it was to their benefit. Was the car scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually fucking scary.
Yeah, dude, it's so intense, man.
Like
for like a Marvel movie, it's like incredibly tense.
I want to say why it is.
Yeah.
Just because
all I'm gonna say is it's because it's Michael Keaton, and like doing his faces.
I'm just thinking about it's a child in that situation.
Yeah. Well, that's actually where I get to my favorite scene in the movie, which is after one of the fights, the rubble scene.
The rubble. Yeah.
Because that's where you're like, oh, this is a fucking kid.
This is a little kid.
Like, this is
in a horrible situation.
Yeah, this is not the heroes we've been watching.
No.
This is that's where I like give kudos to the movie, because that's where they separate him. Like, and he's his own character.
Yeah.
He's not just an Avenger. He's not just like part of the Marvel MCU. He's Spider-Man.
And again, that was the second part where I was like, I'm glad there was no joke.
No.
There was nothing. It's like, oh, this is a child screaming for help, and this is horrible to watch.
Kudos to him for that scream, like that. Yeah. Almost, it's not a death rattle, but it's getting there. There's something.
It's a scared child. That's what it is, and it's really good.
And I think that with this one, one of the things I took away the most was just how much they nailed the time management struggles he has. And kind of how his struggles in being Peter Parker intersects with being Spider-Man. Yeah. And being Spider-Man intersect with Peter Parker. Because I think that's one of the most unique things about it. Because, like, with Iron Man and Batman, like, they're adults. They're adults, yeah. But if you're...
That's essentially become their lives now. There's nothing else going on for them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why...
I mean, technically, Tony Stark runs a company, but that's really just Gwyneth Paltrow.
It's his wife.
Yeah.
But...
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, another thing was, like, I really liked how they kind of made the point that, anybody can be under that mask. Because, like, I know Sam Raimi did it with, like, JJ was on The Office with the suit.
Yeah.
Because it's the whole thing. It's like, it's not about Spider-Man himself. It's about who's under it.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, the idea that an everyday man can be...
Everyday kid.
Yeah, an everyday kid, an everyday person.
It's a kid.
And I love that because, like, it kind of showed how Spider-Man, he is in the background. Avengers like meetings you always see in comics.
No.
Because he's just there. He's just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's lovable.
He's a lovable guy.
What was I gonna say? There was one. There was one real nice thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep going while I think of it.
What I was gonna say was that like with like a lot of characters like Iron Man and Captain America, like they're purposely made to be looked up to.
Mm-hmm.
And like and Stan Lee and they talked about how like Spider-Man was purposely made to be relatable. Like that was what made him unique, was that he was someone you relate to rather than just look up to.
He's got school, he's got to pay rent, he's got all these really relatable things.
Oh, I can relate to that. I can see myself struggling with that.
A lot of people want to fuck my aunt too. I get that.
Yeah. Okay, that was something.
Oh, I know. I have a big problem with the movie, actually.
Well, yeah.
It's the fucking Death Star they have. The Lego one. This is something only I would know because I've wanted the exact same Lego set they have. Okay. I know for a fact it costs $600 and I can't buy it. Like, because I cannot just drop $600 on it. How the fuck did that kid get a $600?
What if him and Peter teamed up to buy it? Maybe.
I guess. Like, that still means $300 for these Queen
That's
kids.
Still a big, yeah.
I'm super mad about that because I wanted.
2 out of 5 stars.
I think I'm just jealous because I wanted.
Not real. Fake news.
I think I'm jealous just because I've always wanted.
It's a really cool Lego set.
Yeah, you don't get to see, but in this is how much I know. It's there's a bunch of little compartments in it, and each one is a different scene from Star Wars.
Oh, cool.
That you build up. So there's like the trash room scene. Then there's stuff where it's like Boba Fett on the. Anyway, that was my only complaint.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing. It's a really cool movie. I'm glad they made that movie.
I guess.
We didn't even talk about I'm really good at Don Glover.
Yes.
His part. Yeah. Killer in that.
I think I haven't seen Atlanta, but I think he's probably...
Man, you gotta...
I gotta watch it.
You gotta.
I kind of miss the old days, though, where he did sketch comedy on YouTube.
Yeah, he was...
I want to see the sketch where he shits his pants again. Have you watched that one?
Yeah.
That was like my favorite one. Just figure out how fucking long that thing goes on.
It's been a while since he's gone straight comedy. Because
Yeah.
Atlanta is funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's very funny, but like, it's... I don't know, when I watch it, I get caught up in a lot of the drama of the
No, I want my funnies.
You know? Yeah.
No, I want to watch Atlanta, though. Like,
man,
I'll probably get to it.
So when do you think him and Childish Gambino make a collab?
You know what? I don't... you know what's weird? They were both invited to the music awards. I didn't see... they weren't in the same room ever.
Yeah.
They're crazy. Yeah.
I just want... what I want, honestly, is I want Childish Gambino to just hang out with Hannibal Buress in a scene. I don't care. Man. I don't care what stupid writing contrivance you have to have.
Oh my god. I'm super excited for... So, basically, like... talking shop, talking biz, like we people in LA do. So like, phase 3 is closing soon.
Yeah.
They're gonna do 3 movie releases every year from now on.
Yeah, fuck.
So it's gonna be and then it's gonna be, if I'm remembering right, I think it's the first part of the last Avengers movie. Then it's gonna be what is it? It's the second Ant-Man, and then Captain Marvel, and then the last Avengers movie. Is that right?
I think Thor comes out before any of them, though. I think Thor's the next one, right? Thor comes out before Black Panther.
Thor, Black Panther, then the Avengers movie, then Wasp, then Captain Marvel, then the last.
I'd have to look up the timeline.
I think that is it. But anyway, after that movie in 2018. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit to get through before 2018.
The movie that comes out right after that is Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
They're doing that right away.
And you have like a huge choice of villains now because they hint at Scorpion, which if they can make Vulture cool, they probably still can't make Scorpion cool.
With Voss.
Because Scorpion sucked.
Are you... So here's the thing I heard about that I'm worried about, and I kind of hope, is that Sony is still holding on to the rights of other characters from the universe.
Yeah.
You heard about this? Mm-hmm. And so they're just gonna make a Venom movie without a Spider-Man in it.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that.
And they're also still want to make the Sinister Six that they'd been building up to with their other shitty Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
So you can't have Ultra in the Sinister Six.
And you can't have Spider-Man in any of them.
Or Kingpin.
Oh, Jesus. What are they doing?
Dude, I don't know what they're
Because I really hope that, Spider-Man faces Kingpin.
I want to see Spider-Man fights Kingpin. Yeah. I want to see... Well, I mean...
I want Spider-Man to go into the TVMA, universe.
Right? I mean, my dream would be that they could get Ryan Reynolds and Spider-Man in the scene together. And just... Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know. It's gotta be rated R, though.
Yeah, it has to be a filthy...
Yeah, it's gotta be disgusting. Maybe we can get that when he finally gets the Daily Planet job. Which, by the way, J.K. Simmons should still come back.
I'd like J.K. Simmons.
For the J. Jonah. He's the best part of all the
Daily Bugle.
The Daily Bugle.
That's J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, my God.
No one has nailed it so hard.
He crushed that role, man.
He is that role. Like,
He's... Like, it's very hard to think of anyone who's so quintessentially a part as well as he...
he nails J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, my God.
Every time he was on screen, it was fucking gold. Like
It was... The pill scene.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Even right down to the facial expressions he would do, like he's so into it. Like
keep doing all these double, triple takes.
Yeah.
It was.
So, while we're talking about Marvel dreams,
yes.
It's still my Marvel dream that Luke Cage shows up in Kingdom Hearts because we can have Marvel thing happening. And I want Sora to deal with racial, tension.
Oh my God. What, that he makes racists into the heart? Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to talk about undertones? Let's talk about undertones, dude.
Oh my God.
You see him in Toy Story?
What?
They just released a trailer with him in Toy
Story. Oh, yeah.
So.
I have seen
with Buzz and Woody talking Japanese.
It's so strange.
And Woody talking about the internal darkness in Japanese.
God, dude. They better. They'll probably get Tim Allen. I don't know about Tom Hanks. But I want Tom Hanks to talk about the fucking darkness.
Internal darkness. If Tom Hanks talks about internal darkness! Fuck!
And Heartless and shit. But I want Luke Cage. I want Sora in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh my God, dude. So... this is actually a great segue to a thing.
They did it for Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, anyway.
They did. I promise we can circle back to Marvel, but in the Disney oeuvre,
Ukuhaku, as
exactly.
we call it.
So D3 also just happened, and D3 did all the things where they showed the first clip of Marvel, the Avengers: Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows what it is, but it's apparently fucking awesome. But they also did this thing that I want to just get your feel, unless you've heard about it. They released 10 minutes from the next Wreck-It Ralph movie.
I didn't know that.
No.
So, believe it or not, I still haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph.
It's a good movie.
I heard it's good. No, I heard I would actually like it, too. Plus, I love John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman.
They're both great.
And to hear them talk, especially Sarah Silverman, I'm a huge fan of.
I mean, I like Big Hero 6 more, but they're both great movies.
I really do like Big Hero 6.
I really like Big Hero 6.
That montage scene's a little weird because I think of the music choice, but Big Hero 6 is great.
I mean...
It has some awesome... that... the flight sequence does go on a little bit too long, the wondrous... The trope of wondrous joy of flight. I think it's the name of the trope or something.
Is that... Oh, yeah.
There's a name for it because it happens all the time whenever someone learns how to fly.
Flying's cool.
Yeah.
Flying's fucking boss, man.
I think it goes on a little too much, but there's some fucking great shots in there. One of my favorite is when Baymax goes berserk.
Oh,
and he's just looking like a Terminator, walks into a hallway and turns, and there's this fog going on, and I was like, fuck, whoever framed that nailed it because he looks fucking terrifying for this character we've known this entire movie.
And I think even the characters who get bit parts in that movie are really good. Like Maya Rudolph.
T.J. Miller's
great. T.J. Miller.
Maya
Rudolph, great. Anyway, so D23.
Yeah, happened.
They did that, and they released 10 minutes from the new Wreck-It Ralph. And they, again, like Infinity War, there's no filming. They confiscate your cameras and your phones, I think, or whatever. So here's what happened, and I have to share it with other people because it sounds butt-fuck crazy.
To sort of show up.
It's no. What it is this is like a Patton Oswalt bit that became real. Okay, guys, you need to be ready for this. You need to be ready.
You guys don't see it, but Ian's like was leaning into.
Really is it the filibuster?
It's almost filibuster good.
Oh shit! Okay,
really?
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So Wreck-It Ralph 2, Break the Internet.
Okay.
Is about Wreck-It Ralph like trying to make arcade games cool again, so they don't get unplugged. I guess. Yeah. So Wreck-It Ralph goes to the internet. There is a 10-minute scene on ohmydisney.com where Wreck-It Ralph goes to the actual official Disney website.
Yeah.
Where the girl who plays Cookie on Empire is the domain server.
Okay.
And they then introduce you to Disney.com where they're like, well, this is one of the most popular websites. You're going to get a lot of attention on Disney.com. I think they say Disney.com a few times. And they then get every living voice actress who was a Disney princess to do a cameo.
Whoa.
They get Ariel, Jasmine, Pocahontas, the girl from Brave, Merida, Alice from Wonderland.
Holy shit.
That's
right. She was like 10 or something.
Yeah.
When she played Alice. Yeah. Okay. She would still be alive.
She would be. Yeah. I mean, there are women there who are very old.
Yeah.
Who are still alive, and they're reprising their roles.
Okay.
And so almost all the Disney princesses are present. I think they recast Snow White, and Snow White's there also.
That makes sense.
And there's apparently like a long extended scene wherein Sarah Silverman talks to the Disney princesses about why she deserves to be called a princess.
Okay.
And they're like, I don't know, you don't seem like right. And then there's this weird metatextual like deconstruction of what makes you a real princess? And like,
you don't have an animal sidekick.
Do you have an animal sidekick? Well, like a guy saved me one time. Well, that sounds okay. Then BB-8 comes out as their servant, and then Tony Stark flies overhead and is like, "Hey guys," he's just like, "Hey guys, what's up?" And then Tony Stark flies away when his little face thing goes down, and BB-8 and R2-D2 are there, and they like serve the Disney princesses like.
And then what? Jim Henson's corpse comes out.
So guys, you have to understand this is a 10-minute scene in a movie. Okay. Like it's a 90-minute.
Well, now I want to watch the first Wreck-It Ralph even more.
Yeah.
Just so I can watch that
really
scene.
Good.
I mean, we already had Sonic in the thing, so like.
That's true, and they promised Mario's going to be in it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Mario can cross over with Marvel. Star Wars, all the Disney princesses.
I feel like my kidneys are shutting down. This is
Mortal Kombat's connected to Wreck-It Ralph.
Shit, you're right.
Mortal fucking fatalities can happen.
House of the Dead.
Oh my god, you're totally right. There's a House of the Dead zombie.
Zangief's in there.
We can get the dumb characters from House of the Dead 4 in there who fight ice dragons, and get the ice dragons.
Get the ice dragons from 4. Yeah.
This is the level of excitement I was hoping for. This is what I wanted.
But we're talking about ice dragons. And I'm
guys, it's happening. This shit is this monopoly that they mold is finally paying out.
What's that theory called? The whole everything's connected, like all the
Tommy Westfall theory.
I think it's just called the Grand Connection.
The Grand Connection,
where everything is an autistic boy's dream.
No, I don't know. But everything's connected in some way.
Shit.
There's crossovers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of like 6 degrees of separation or something.
Yes. Right. Okay.
But for media.
Right.
Everything's connected somehow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Me and Nick could probably go, because we've done that. We've gone on forever just connecting. The Daytona car was in a fighting game with the Virtual Fighter characters. So Daytona and Virtual Fighter take place, which means Dead or Alive takes place in the Daytona universe, which means boob physics takes place in the Daytona.
Samurai Kagura They have the characters from Dead or Alive.
They do. So Samurai Kagura is connected.
So about 3 or 4 degrees, Daytona is in the same universe as Samurai Kagura. So while all these high school
Daytona
girls,
is in Yakuza.
It's in Yakuza.
The Daytona car is in the Yakuza games, and so is the music. Which means the Senran Kagura girls can have a fight with the Dragon of Dojima in fucking Yakuza.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm fucking terrible. What just happened? I don't know what the fuck just happened.
We just connected Yakuza to Senran Kagura.
So that means while the girls are ripping their clothes off, Daytona is driving.
Yeah, with the Dragon of Dojima.
The Dragon of Dojima, yeah.
With Yakuza, like, shit happening in the background.
Yeah.
So, Disney has heard what we wanted. And that is just like a KFC bowl, double down bowl of media.
All the biscuits.
All biscuits.
I always forget they got Mortal Kombat somehow. Because that's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, they got the rights to almost all of Nintendo's stuff. They have the permission for
to use in some degree.
Well, they talked about it
Nintendo was like the hardest person to work with.
Yeah, it was because like they were like with Bowser. Bowser was the biggest problem.
Yeah,
because like you know how in the how big Bowser is in the games.
Yeah.
So they're like,
see, I think that's stupid because they change Bowser's size all the fucking time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the Toho thing.
Yeah.
It's the whole Toho Godzilla thing.
The Mario 64 to Paper Mario, it's all
to Mario Tennis.
Like.
It was only like 5 feet.
Yeah, it's like, we gotta shrink him down, obviously, for the frame of the movie and for budget. It's like, no, we have to make him big, as he naturally is, quotations. And, like, we can't do that on budget and then frame wise, like, it wouldn't make sense. But they like reached a compromise somehow. So,
well, Zangief was also good.
Zangief was in it.
So Street Fighter is connected.
Yeah, but Street Fighter's always been connected because Street Fighter has appeared on Nintendo platforms.
That's true.
So that's fine.
So...
Tekken's connected because Tekken, they dress up as Super Mario characters.
And Akuma is in Tekken.
Mm.
And now, okay, well, no.
We'll get to that
sorry,
later.
Yeah.
Because that was the best thing that's happened to me.
It's over.
In a long ass time.
Yeah, that was over, man.
Yeah. So D23.
So D23 happened. I was very excited. I'm glad they've finally given people what they want.
Yeah, just say fuck it. We'll
just
do it.
Fucking fine.
Yeah.
Tony Stark is.
So Sora's gonna appear at some point. Like.
I mean that absolutely has to happen. Oh my. What if Wreck-It Ralph turns out to be a part of the Kingdom Hearts universe?
Yeah.
And it blends.
John C. Reilly and Sarah Zimmerman talking about the darkness.
Fuck, dude. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Like,
but I still want my Luke Cage. Like,
I think that.
I want to see them try
racial
to handle racial issues.
Black.
Like, Daredevil would be fun because it's super fucked up and gory. But like,
take a guy's head off with a car door.
Yeah,
good times.
But Luke Cage, I think, would be the funniest one to try to work around.
What's Japan's take on it?
Yeah, how does Japan view Luke Cage?
You know, black, Harlem, black.
It's gonna be bad. Like it would be bad.
And it looks like black, basketball, black.
Oh my god. So, anyway, I was very excited about that, and the Marvel movies keep happening.
Keep staying around those 8s and like 9s.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
But like so. Their current plan is to do 3 Marvel movies every year for the next 4 years.
Good luck.
Crazy.
So what I gotta know, they're not gonna up from there, right? That'd be crazy.
Like what? Like add more heroes or?
No, do 4. From now on, it's
going to be 4.
Every quarter there will be a Marvel.
I can't afford for them to do.
Well, because there's already over 10 shows that are on right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's
I forgot. Yeah, there's 4 Netflix shows and plus
5
Defenders
5
coming out. So
and then no, it's 6 because of Punisher.
Fuck yeah, it's 6.
Punisher.
Then there's the animated stuff. There's
then
the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Freeform's getting 2 shows, live action Marvel shows that are tied in.
Spider-Man: Homecoming, the game.
Yeah. No, but that's a totally separate thing. Sony's doing their own thing with that.
So let me go through. It's
Marvel Game Studios.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Punisher, Defenders, Cloak and Dagger is coming out soon. And Freeform has another one. I can't remember.
Isn't Legion?
Legion.
Yeah.
So that's 10, and I'm forgetting some.
Yeah.
Inhumans is going to be a show.
Oh, you haven't even talked about the animated Spider-Man show, the animated Guardians of the Galaxy, the animated Deadpool.
I'm just talking about continuity.
Okay. Yeah, because the animated stuff is totally separate.
Yeah.
What about Blade?
Is Blade what?
No, they're not. Nick.
No.
You can't just say stuff.
Wait, no, because is he connected to all this or no?
We're not doing that right now. We're not doing. Oh, it's called the Grand Unified Theory. I just remembered what it's called.
Who owns the rights to Blade?
Was it Marvel? I think Marvel was.
Marvel owns it.
Yeah.
What?
So
dude.
They can do something with Blade.
No, I can't.
Even Wesley Snipes.
I can't.
Y'all motherfuckers be asking.
I can't.
Because people.
You know that line's completely improvised, right?
That's a good point.
What line?
Motherfuckers be always ice skin. I feel. Wesley Snipes improvised that line.
I did not know.
And then when he said, he went, "Oh, that's stupid." And then the people on set were like, "What are you talking about? That line's amazing. You're gonna keep that shit in."
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that because I heard people say Black Panther's the first black lead, but what about Blade?
Blade is
3 movies.
Spawn was before Blade.
Oh shit! Spawn did exist.
Is he Marvel?
And he's black.
Is Spawn Marvel?
No, I'm sorry.
Spawn is.
No,
I'm sorry.
He's
Dark
Image.
He's Image. But the argument is superhero movie.
Yeah, that was the argument I heard.
Yeah. So no Spawn, Blade trilogy, and
I guess the caveat you could make is it's the first
Marvel. No, it's not for the first because Blade is Marvel.
It's the first one that has an almost all black cast.
Yeah.
Boy, what a brag!
What a brag!
Yeah.
Except for Martin Freeman. If they cut Martin Freeman out of there,
yeah,
all black cast.
But I love Martin Freeman.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's good.
Thanks.
So yeah, Spider-Man was good.
Spider-Man's really good.
It was good.
Dude.
So, should we start on art? It's probably going to be the rest of this podcast.
Yeah,
Let's talk about what happened.
We can talk about small things we've been watching.
Dude, I will. Oh, you want to? We can talk about small things we've been watching first. Mm-hmm. So we saw Spider-Man. I saw Wonder Woman. Finally, I liked it a lot. It's good. It's nothing. It's not amazing to me, but it's good. It's definitely the best out of the current DC universe movies by far. They did what you kind of have to do with that kind of superhero, which is fish out of water type thing. So you get a lot of good humor. But I get why the ice cream cone bit is so good.
Yeah.
And I think what sells that is the look on Gal Gadot's face. Because that's not just her being happy. That's something. That's transcendence. There was something changed in her life.
There was before this moment.
Yeah, and after this moment.
Oh, I see.
And I thought, okay, that's what sells the ice cream bit is the look on her face when she gives it.
Also, you were lying.
Yeah,
is a great bit.
Is a great thing. Apparently the boat scene was all improvised.
What?
The when they're on the boat, go away from Themyscira.
Oh my god.
The whole just talking about sex thing was
fun.
all improvised.
That's fun.
She's great as Wonder Woman. She's fantastic. The trenches scene is the best action scene I think in the current DC universe.
Yeah.
Thing, the way that works, the tracking of motion. And that's a great way to establish that all these characters can work together. And to me, that's how it would realistically happen, especially in a war, where there's no time. There's no time. There's no time to think anything else than we have to work together and fight.
Yeah.
So that's why I get it. The last action scenes, it's cool visually, but I think that trenches thing is fucking dope.
It was very iconic imagery.
Yeah.
When you see her from the profile shot doing her deflections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The movie's great. No, the movie's really good. I'd give it an 8. If I had to do it already, which is better than all the. But that's not saying a lot. I'm just saying that's better than.
I think as its own thing, it's good.
Yeah.
When compared to the others,
it's
fucking
amazing,
incredible.
So 1 thumb up or 2?
2 thumbs way. No, everyone should go see that because I want DC to know what a good superhero.
They should know what a good job they did. Yeah.
Yeah. What the director, how she did, because she's great.
What I did think was impressive is, and I know we were just talking about how Marvel likes to throw in a lot of humor.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was still a very serious film.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel exhausting.
Yeah.
Which a lot of their movies lately have felt like emotionally just like, oh Jesus, I can't fucking.
Yeah, this is some kid blogging at Hot Topic or something. Like I can't do it.
People don't understand how horrible things are. Ugh.
And then it's me going, no, we do.
And it's her being like, no, things are terrible, but like, don't be a dick about it.
Jeez. Yeah. But we gotta keep going. Like,
gotta do that cross pose.
Yeah, exactly.
There's none of that.
None of that.
God.
None of that.
There's some weird cuts though. There's some that I would have to like be sitting next to you telling you like that was weird, right? Like that's not just because there's one where it's like it looks like just limbs flailing in the first fight scene. I'm like, well, I didn't get any information from that scene. There's literally one where they just cut her jumping onto a roof and back down.
That's okay, yeah.
And it's weird. Because they make sure to show you that she just jumped back down from this roof. And that scene was really weird to me.
Oh, okay.
Because they cut out the awkward bit, but you know what awkward bit happens during it.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. I think people should watch it.
Yeah.
I want her to direct more DC movies because she knows how to do it.
Absolutely. So there's
I forget her name, and I'm really mad that I forget the director's name. But
shame on you.
Yeah, I know. You're right, because I should have memorized someone doing a good job.
There's 2 pieces of information I have, one about the director and one about the star.
Okay.
One is, she was actually, the director, she was offered Dark World and a few other Marvel projects, actually.
Okay.
And she turned them down. And her explanation being, she didn't say this directly. She talks around it because she's a polite person, I guess. Okay. But she was basically like, yeah, it seems like those movies are going to fail. And then they were going to be like, well, a woman did it.
Yeah. Okay, so, no, I did hear about that. She was talking about that. Yeah. And like how this movie has to do great. Mm-hmm. Not just good. It has to do great.
It has to kill.
Otherwise, she's not.
Exactly.
It's just going to look bad.
And then even though it killed, you still had to have we still had to have the conversation of, so women can direct films like that.
Dude, it's fucked.
Okay.
So then the other thing, glad that's at it.
Yeah.
The other thing was Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
She.
I always pronounce it Godot.
Oh, is it?
Because it's spelled the exact same way as Waiting for Godot.
It's probably Godot.
So
shame on me. So Gal Gadot.
But we can both be wrong. So like,
she's not French. She was talking about her next one where she'll get an invisible jet because that's. Oh my god.
I hope it looks as stupid as I want it to. Like.
Oh my god. She was talking about like how I guess she's like really gung ho on pushing specifically that Wonder Woman wants to date men and women, and she's like, I'm trying to get Halle Berry to be my girlfriend in the next movie, which I want to watch that.
Sure, yeah.
I want to watch Halle Berry be. I don't know what time would it be set in. I don't know.
I don't know. Are we doing the old Wonder Woman where orgies were happening in the background or like
oh my god
stuff like that?
Oh my god!
Because the original Wonder Woman was more Greek. Like
the original Wonder Woman was a lot more S&M.
Yeah.
Her first story is her running off with a guy.
That is true. That is true. Well, I don't know if I can trust you, so I should really tie you to this chair.
Yeah.
And then hit you. And but so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Me too.
Have you heard about the biopic that's coming out about Dr. Morrow Masterson?
I don't know.
The guy who made Wonder Woman's getting a biopic.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I'll watch that.
And it's about how him and
he was weird.
He had 2 wives.
Yeah.
Got a bondage fetish.
He also was super into bondage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was. It sounds super cool. The trailer just came out a little bit ago, and so far, what I've seen, I'm super about it. Just like the people at DC being like, yeah, you gotta tone this down. This really reads like a porno. Like, there's a lot of spanking and tying people up.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman also continues to submit to people who want to tie her up.
Yeah.
This is, like, it's not like she
gets there was a lot of things going on.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So I would watch that.
Like, we like the idea, but we take a step back. Like,
and then,
hey,
like,
man. Hey.
Hey, guys.
I get what you're going for, but...
Listen, it's still the 40s.
This isn't the 20s.
If you're gonna do that, do it in your attic, ashamed of yourself like everyone else.
Everyone else does.
Make sure it's chained.
You don't make sure there's no cross in that room. You don't want God watching. You don't.
That's how he sees. He sees through crosses.
You turn the picture away to the wall.
If you have a cross in that room, make sure you turn it over so the right person's watching.
The right person knows what's going on.
Have we ever talked about Paul F. Tompkins' podcast?
I know about it. I've never listened to it.
He does this great bit that I've just thought of quickly is advice for the probably dead.
Okay.
Where he just finds like agony Dear Auntie columns in papers, reads them out, and then gives advice as a contemporary person to someone in the past.
Okay.
It's fucking the darkest one. Like, there's a lot of them that vary from like, oh, that's kind of dicky, to like, oh shit, oh no. There's one where it's like, Dear Auntie, me and my husband have been married since before he joined the Navy to go out and fight the good war. So on, blah, blah, blah. And then her whole thing is like, he doesn't like me going into the attic. But the other day I was cleaning in there and I found his old war chest. And it's like, it builds up and this guy... it turns out he's written a series of letters to young women across the country pretending to be a 13-year-old boy. Oh, shit. Should I bring it up with him? I like how I don't know. I'm on the fence.
That's why I'm writing.
Should I? I don't even know if it's worth mentioning. Is it worth mentioning? He gets really weird when
What time do I bring it up? Do I bring it up during dinner?
Is this a before bed conversation? Is this like, oh, have a great day at work? Yeah. By the way,
is this a post-coital like?
So what's up with all those letters? Right? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Maybe I'm weird. I don't. Oh my god! Like the level of, I don't know if it's naivety. Or if it's like women of that time thinking like, I better pretend I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is that like, weird, guys? Is that weird?
It the psychological thing? Yeah.
Yeah. But
you should ask him.
Oh my god, it's so funny. It's an amazing segment. You should really check out.
I might check it out just for that stuff. Yeah. So watch Wonder Woman. Watch
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I haven't seen it.
You should. Yeah, you should. What else? Fuck. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to compress all the TV shows. I watched all of Glow.
How is it?
Glow is good. It's really good. It's not mind blowing or anything, but it's really good and really entertaining to watch. Especially if you're into wrestling and like, because they go into. There's a lot of WWE stars on there, including Johnny Mundo from Lucha Underground. Was in like the first episode. Mark Maron is yes he's great in it. Actually, he's the guy. He's one of the few men on that show, but he's the guy that runs the ring. He's fucking great. He's hilarious in that. Alison Brie is great as a main character because she's just enough as like a terrible person to she's like making up. She's not a perfect character, and it's great. There's just a lot of. All the characters are really cool. They have enough. It's an ensemble cast, so you have enough to like for the next couple seasons that we can just dive more into their backstories and everything. Everyone gets cool wrestling names, their gimmick, and they spend time trying to come up with their gimmicks, learning how to spot, learning how just wrestling works. And there's only like one real wrestling match in the entire show.
Really?
Yeah, but it's great when it happens. The intro sequence is cool, but it only happens the first episode.
Okay.
No, there's good writing. It's real just fun to watch and some real nice moments. Like, so I'd recommend that for everyone though. Like, because it's also slightly based on the real Glow that happened alongside the WWE, where it's the Glorious Ladies of Wrestling. It was an all women's.
Glorious Ladies of Wrestling. Yes, I think I have heard.
Yeah, everyone should watch that. It's good. It's really good. I don't want to say much about it, but it's really good.
Okay, cool.
I love Mark Maron's like a washed up B movie director in that, and it's great. No, because he gets a lot of those moments where it's like, my movie was about this, and metaphorically, even though when they talk about the plot's the most batshit insane, like
there's like tarantulas, but they're like
a lot of it's about like feminism, so it's like there was this tribe of women, and there's only one man that they find, and they fight in a warrior society. And, this is supposed to represent blood and, like, menstrual cycles. And there's all this crazy shit. It's great. Also, there's an 80s robot, which I will go into.
Oh, my God, yeah.
But, yeah, so if you've seen Rocky 4, you know exactly what I mean by 80s robot.
I know exactly what you mean. I packed your bag, sir.
Yeah, it's great. So no, everyone should watch it. It's really good. I watched. I don't know if I ever brought up. Did I ever bring up me watching season 2 of Master of None?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I did. So never mind. I finally started watching the new Mystery Science Theater season.
How do you feel?
It's great. No, I'm still watching it. I'm on episode. I just got to the land that time forgot.
With a submarine?
Yes, with a submarine.
Oh my God, dude.
So I just got to that. It does start off a little rocky because it starts off with them basically doing like a bunch of jokes.
Yeah.
Like more jokes per minute than I remember, like from the other Mystery Science Theaters.
I think they're a lot more dense than they used to. There's not a lot of dead air.
No, there really isn't. Although in some of the later episodes it becomes that. Like, I think they finally get the groove. But, like, fuck, there's some great movies they watch.
There's amazing.
Like, Reptilicus, which is the first one, I was... Because it's a monster movie. It's a giant monster movie.
It's Danish?
Yeah, it's Danish.
Very Danish.
Oh, and there's some jokes in there that fucking killed me. I don't even want to spoil them, because when they happen, they're fucking great.
Yeah.
It's super witty. They're all great. I'm not too big on this idea of just the guest stars showing up. I mean, their characters are funny, but it's just like...
I don't remember.
It seems so tacked on.
What guest stars have you had so far?
So far, I've had... oh my God. Why am I forgetting his name?
Well, because I remember some of them, but I don't remember what order they were in.
Felicia Day's boyfriend in that.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Where's he from?
Why am I forgetting his name now? I feel so bad. How I Met Your Mother. Barney.
Oh yeah, NPH.
They do a singing bit because NPH loves singing.
He loves singing.
The song's actually kind of funny. The Jerry Seinfeld, I just got to.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I got his character and some of the bit. Like, it would be a funny character to keep watching.
Yeah.
But even by then, I was like, he's doing the same bit over and over again.
Yeah.
So now he flies away. And it's fine. Yeah, no, that show, it's really funny. Like, people, if you've never watched Mystery Science Theater before, like, you should.
Yeah, Patton Oswalt's really cool.
Patton Oswalt just great in delivering sad piece of shit.
Can I have this moment, please?
Yeah.
Can I just have this one thing?
Patton Oswalt seems almost tailor-made for the show.
Yeah.
He's so... TV son of TV strength.
TV son of... And he wants to be called that. Like, he really tries to make sure that he's called that. Even though Felicia Day wants to call him Max.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's TV son of TV strength. It's really good. There's a Fudgy the Whale bit.
So many Fudgies!
Yeah.
It's you turn it to his side.
Yeah, you just turn the pan to the side to make different like ideas.
Oh look, it's Santa with a weird hat.
It's a bag with a dollar sign on it.
Oh, it's Fudgy again. It's Fudgy
twice.
Again.
It's really fun, dude. It's really good. I can't wait to finish the rest of it.
I love it. Have you watched oh God, what is it? The time travel storyline?
Star Crash? No, the one with
a time window. It's like
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's great.
I really love that movie, actually. I love it so much. Just because of the terrifying flesh robots.
Yeah.
That they
they're
have.
they're so gross looking.
Or the performance at the club. The guy's just staring at.
Yeah, the scene goes on for like 10 minutes, man.
It's a really long segment.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, he's eye fucking her in them.
No one's doing anything. She's like waving her hands and like lights are playing.
Just staring her
and
down.
you know the director, whoever it was just like jerking himself off, being
absolutely.
like, "This is the pinnacle of artistic expression." There's a woman in lingerie playing this, waving her hands over a weird machine and lights going off as some dude stares.
This is what art is.
Yeah.
This is what art is.
So that scene is so crazy. Like
the scene that like killed me was when the androids like malfunction and they have those horrible like storm drain faces.
Yeah.
And like you can clearly, it looks to me like that's a real actor's eyes.
Oh no, there's people underneath.
But like smoke is pouring out.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do this to a man? Get him! Oh.
Or there's bits in that movie where it obviously is we're placing their head here.
Yeah.
So they can have their head cut out so we can destroy their body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so fucking... Oh, it's great.
It's a great film. I love it.
Great. That's great. Everyone should go watch that show. Yeah, that's all I've been really watching, I think. Nick, have you watched anything?
Oh, okay. So, I think I've been trying to catch up on Netflix shows that I've been wanting to watch for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I finished recently F is for Family Season 2.
Oh, cool.
It's really good, right?
Yeah, it was great. I really liked it.
I've talked about it before, but my favorite bit is the guy that hires Frank. And he's just sitting there with rows of condoms, like, and this is after a scene where he gets a call complaining, like, "We're not responsible for broken condoms. That's your fault." And then hangs up.
Smokey.
Yeah, Smokey. And he's just sitting there. And he's counting condoms, and it's 1, 2, 3, baby, and folks, 1, 2, 3, baby.
Now, if you want to talk about a full circle coming around, you gotta watch the show.
Yeah, because that joke has like a way bigger payoff than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Because it's so dark yet just fucking crazy and funny at the same time. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, baby.
Oh no!
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. I think the way they expanded on the characters was great.
Yes.
Like the neighbor, especially.
Yeah, they go way deeper into neighbor.
Yeah, his cocaine addiction, and then how he's at the records. Hey, can I talk to you? Yeah, sure, man. What's up? You know you've been fired. I fired you 2 years ago.
Yeah. I fired you 3 times.
Three times now, and you keep showing up. What? I didn't know. Well, you should. Like the first time. And then he clearly had the addiction of like where you, instead of dealing with the problems, you escape it with using drug addiction.
Oh yeah,
it's great. And then like he's turning the steering wheel and on the cul-de-sac, and it has a line of coke. He snorts it as he turns the wheel.
Yeah, it's just great. There's just great bits in there. That show's really good.
Yeah.
It's just
really awesome. And besides that, I'm a couple episodes from finishing season 1 of Terrace House on Netflix.
Yeah.
I really want to watch that. I keep forgetting the name. I keep forgetting what to look up.
I've already had my freak out on this podcast about it. Nick, what's been your experience with
what the fuck's wrong with these people? Like my whole thing is like someone will make like a simple mistake, like a simple like blurt of like a statement.
Yeah.
But clearly like, oh, like I was in a moment, or like I didn't mean to say this, it was an accident. I didn't know how the person would feel about this. Like, that happens. Yeah. But then fucking they're treating it like, oh yeah, fuck that guy for saying that thing that one time.
The whole house turns around. It's Makoto you're talking about,
Makoto,
right?
fucking Makoto. Like, he didn't do anything bad. Like, wasn't that bad. Like,
yeah.
And everyone's treating like, oh yeah, what's he gonna do next? What's his real plan? What is this?
Well, yeah, like he's some sort of mastermind, and it's so obvious. No, he's going through something, and he just doesn't know how to talk about it because it's such a weird. Because when he finally does, it's such a weird happenstance. Yeah. That's like, I don't know how other people would relate to this, other than if you were in sports and understand how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I kind of put myself in the shoes kind of he was in with they struggling with sports when I was into them in high school. I was like really into them, and because like people were saying like, oh yeah, and then like for some reason he's like up late at night smoking and having like midnight snacks. it's a crime scene. They're like, no, he's clearly de-stressing, and clearly he does that midnight because that's the only time he gets to himself.
Yeah, he's not like, oh jeez.
Because they set up that, hey, you know, I want to. It's my third year. It's my fourth year in university for baseball, and I want to focus more because I'm a year behind, and I want to catch up to the players. So I want to put all my efforts to that. So I'm like, okay, they set that up, but then they're acting like everything he does is like some ulterior motive.
That's wow.
Yeah.
So that's like.
So is the house filled with dicks?
No, it's
Japanese people.
yeah. Well, no, they're not all bad, but the way they treat Makoto is especially weird. Like, especially compared to the rest of the show.
He's the Jerry.
Like, kind of, man. Like, it's crazy.
And
it's so weird because anyone could leave at any point. Okay. They don't have to stay. This is a weird setup to like a reality show. It's nuts. People can just come and hang out, and they're just gonna be filmed like all the time. It's not even that racy or raunchy, but it's like the most interesting thing you've ever watched.
Like I'm so into it for like over the dumbest things. Like
you haven't even gone to the omelet.
I have not gone to my dream. My dream is unclear. That's why.
Oh, but you got to that. You got to that.
Your vision is unclear,
and you get why that's the greatest thing ever.
My dream. Your dream's unclear, Ian.
And she fucking breaks down.
Oh yeah, she starts.
And it's the biggest issue in the house. They have to talk about it. They have to address this problem. And like, why are you such a dick about it? And I'm like,
oh my god.
And I'll admit the way he says it, your dream is unclear, is a little over dramatic to me. And like, he was kind of being a dick, and like everyone has to have this end goal in life. But I'm still like, I think we're a little overreacting about it. Because he knows what he did was like, maybe I was a little harsh in how I said it. But to me, it's like the most time-stopping thing in the world. I'm like, fuck, what?
Just leave the house.
I'm sorry, you
should watch.
I will. It's Terrace House?
Yeah, Terrace House.
Terrace House. I keep saying Terrace House.
Oh, because how we were introduced to it was like called Terrace House.
Oh.
That's because people said it like are from Montreal and like
okay,
and it's like French but yeah, and then I gotta catch up because then I gotta get into Aloha State, which they were all brought to Hawaii, into America, where
God-fearing Americans on an island.
So I want to know how that's like.
I wonder how they deal with the meth issues in Hawaii.
I mean, you just kind of pick up and you.
What about the boar problem?
The boar
on the island of Kauai, the cutest of the islands.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what? Well, like, how do you have a meth problem in those islands? Like, how many islands can you hop?
Oh, I mean, like they're swapping.
There's ferries.
Yeah, there's
just people,
people swim.
People put meth in their mouth and just doggy paddle all the way.
But yes, it's great, isn't it?
It's great, and I'm really looking forward to season 2.
Is it crazy how great it is? Like,
yeah, for over the dumbest thing. It's the only reality show I like since Flavor of Love.
Jesus.
On VH1 Classic.
Is that the show where someone shit in a hallway?
Fucking maybe.
I think that's Bret Michaels. Because I remember the Bret Michaels one is that one, and then like someone like gave her breast milk to him.
Jesus Christ.
God, I do remember that. That was fucking one? Weird. Yeah.
Even Bret Michaels was like, fuck this, I'm not doing that. Like, I'll do everyone else, but not that. Yeah. But
I would do anything for love.
There's Tila Tequila, Shot at Love.
Oh yeah.
God. Oh my God. There was a show, and I'm struggling to remember what it was, but it was basically like it was an excuse to let single people bang each other and then pretend like they want a relationship.
Tinder.
It was Tinder. It was like, it's not called the Boom Boom Room. There's a part of it. There's a part of it that was.
That doesn't even sound like fucking. That sounds like they're just shitting. Like,
well, like boom boom.
And it was like,
I want to have a room in my house called the Boom Boom Room.
Hey ladies, called the Boom Boom Room.
Like, why not just call it straight up the Bang Room? Like the Bang Bus, but like the Bang...
Oh my god. But no, what was crazy was, like, so they're being filmed, it's Big Brother rules, but there's, like, specifically a fuck room called the Boom Boom Room. But there's also another room where pairs of people go in at the end of a week or however long they stay there, and then, like, a laser scans them, and then the screen puts up, like, this is your percentile, like, relatability, how good you are as a couple as a percentage, based on us filming you bang and also watching you just be garbage in a pool. Does this not ring a bell at all?
No, man, this sounds crazy. I want to watch it.
Yeah. Might have been a different kind of show. Might have been anti.
I swear I didn't make up the name of that room.
No, I doubt you can make up Boom Boom Room.
I'm not that clever.
See, I could call that, like, my bathroom. I've always just wanted to call a bathroom the Thunder Bucket. Because I like that name so much.
Wiz Palace.
The Wiz Palace, yeah.
No, man, Thunder Bucket.
One of my favorite ones has always been for toilet paper, shit tickets.
Shit tickets, that's pretty good.
I like that, yeah.
That's good. That is strong. Comes on a reel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, what else have you been watching?
Okay, so anything else? I've watched on Netflix as well, Castlevania. The anime series.
It's so... I forgot I watched really that. Good. It's really good.
4 episodes,
good. It's way better than I thought. We actually saw the world premiere of the first, like, 10 minutes or something.
That's going to be part of the Anime Expo story.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. I like what they do with... all the action scenes are really well choreographed, actually. You can tell where they save budget when people are just talking to each other. Yeah. But there's really cool... This is obviously just a setup, though. That was my big... thing with it, but I get it. It's just a setup to the show. Introduce the characters and their motivations.
Did a good job.
Dracula has a legitimate motivation.
But he's like,
the one time he trusts the world like kills.
You're fucked up.
His love, it's really cool. No, it's good.
Did you catch who the writer of Castlevania?
Yes, it's it's the comic writer.
It's comic writer.
What's his name?
Crazy guy, isn't it?
Brian,
was that? I don't know.
Doesn't it start with a W? Like,
what?
Yeah.
He's done a bunch of great comics, and I wanted
really good. He's done a bunch of really good comics.
Because I wanted to say, like, when they kept saying, like, they're like periodically in the at least in the Belmont scenes, you get a lot of like, shit gargling, like a lot of this language, and I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds like that sounds like him. Yeah.
Very gory, like it's crazy how gory. There's a shot of the bat fetus like falling. Thinking I went, well, okay, they won me over. Yeah. Because no one else would do that.
Throwing in a balls joke in the middle of your boss fight?
Yeah, is crazy.
Oh my god.
So like the animation is really good when it is, and then sometimes it's kind of like stilted.
Yeah.
Almost like a little bit like Boondocks. It reminds you of.
Yeah, and that's sort of the thing that was for me, like. Because it reminded me of Boondocks, like De La Chan's animation with Boondocks and Black Dynamite. So like I was like in my head, it's like they should be more expressive.
But then in the action sequences, it's nuts. It's crazy how good the animation is.
So I'm just thinking like, oh, maybe they're going more realistic, but I'm expecting like the crazy Boondocks expressive faces.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's real good.
I just wanted I wish it was just a full season, but I guess that's all they could get at the time was what I gleaned from the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna do 8 more this October or
something like that, and then the next they've already been up for the second season.
Oh, awesome!
Too. So
yeah. The opening intro I thought was beautiful. The whole
it's the best. It's the best like looking thing in the
it also only plays on the first episode.
Yeah, the first episode. Which is this like a new thing for Netflix? Are they only gonna
We get it. We get it.
We get you're not watching the intros anymore.
Once and that's it.
Yeah. One and done. Hope you fucking loved it. Like, so we watched that. I forgot. We watched Little Witch Academia.
We did. We watched the season 1 and 2 Little Witch Academia.
Guess what? It's fucking great. Who would watch that?
Season 2, holy shit! Like,
yes, I'm still a Trigger fanboy, but like, fuck, dude, it was good.
This is good reason though.
Yeah,
it's a great show. It's a great show.
It's really good. There's a lot of episodes where it's just Most of the episodes are just one-offs. Like, you can
jump in.
Just them hanging out and the thing. It's only towards a very specific point that you have to watch in order. But Trigger is very much known for that. It's usually the halfway mark of the entire show.
This is on Netflix too?
It's the first season's on Netflix, so 13 episodes. Through other means, it's 24 episodes.
Okay.
Or 26.
Yeah, 26.
26. So we watched the 26 because we felt like we had to before AX.
Yeah.
Because we were going to go to Trigger Panel. And
going to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, and the Trigger Panel's
Join the conversation.
the best.
Join the conversation.
The Trigger Panel's the best panel every fucking time.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'll get to that story.
Yeah.
That show's great. Yo, man. It's like, it's really fucking good. All the characters are great and lovable. The main character grows. The teacher's great. Like, what's her... Susie is fantastic. It's the same person that plays Haruko. Same person that plays Midori and Luluka. I mean, Trigger always has her.
Yeah.
Because she's a theater actress, but Trigger always gets her to do a voice and
fantastic.
Can hear her voice a fucking mile away. I love episode 8, the way they picture the Akko, the main character.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Where you go into it's a whole episode just takes place in Susie's headset. It's definitely filler, but it's fucking great.
It's awesome.
And it's just how she sees the world. And she views the main character as a 1920s cartoon.
That's amazing.
That's walking around and just doing hijinks.
Yeah, like in black and white.
No, literally just waving arm. And it's a totally different animation style, that's going on.
Yeah, and it's they're reanimating the same scenes from past episodes. So that's her perception.
That's amazing.
In just 1920s for it.
And it's like in a theater, like it's in a...
Yeah, they're all watching it like a movie.
It's like an outside movie theater with the projector, and then they're all laughing and clapping.
Yeah,
Little
and this thing won a prize at a festival. Like they have movie festivals going on. It's fucking great. That show's amazing. Plus the very last episode has one of the strongest title card drops I've ever seen in a show.
Yeah, very old guy next.
It made me fucking bust like in laughter. It's so good. It was so good. Whoever did that or had that idea, fucking knew that we're gonna do it like this.
And then there's some throwaways in there in the show as well that hints to other things they created.
Yeah, there's the Inferno Cop reference.
Yeah.
Which, of course, Inferno Cop being the greatest thing Trigger has ever done.
Absolutely.
Over Gurren Lagann. No, and so, but yeah, that show's great. Everyone watch it.
So does that mean Inferno Cop is a TV show in the world? Or
right.
Or is that just news? Were they watching live footage of Inferno City?
We'll get to more Inferno Cop later.
Yeah.
As we finally talk about what we've been up to. Okay. So, I guess we'll just start with AX.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So we went to AX. We went to Anime Expo 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, we weren't planning to go. This is kind of last minute deal. We went all days, except day 0 or day -1, as they had it when I found out from a friend working there. And the lines were fucking crazy. Luckily, me and Nick are nuts, and we wake up early anyway for work. So we just got there pretty early. And we've been to enough of Anime Expos that we kind of know how to work our way around everything. So we're not waiting for stuff for too long. So we'll just go into panels. And we went to, let's start with, Tim Mouse I think was the first one.
I think so, yeah.
So we went to Tim Mouse because Tim Mouse is great every fucking time we go. Just showing cool animation stuff they've been doing. They showed that thing from Toonami where they had a bunch of guests. Everyone from Tim Mouse did one scene.
Oh, cool.
From it. Yeah, and it's really cool. Just a thing of Tom going through different animation styles.
That's cool.
And they were like, we only got one rule for that thing, which was don't do the face version of Tom. Because everyone hates the face version of Tom. So they didn't do that. And no, it was great. They were talking about the Nike spot they did. Like all the stuff they went through for that. Those guys are just great.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker, Nick, they're like asking, what shows do you like from Tim Mouse? Immediately Nick yells Downtown. Because we have this running joke, because we've been to Tim Mouse's panels every single time we can go.
Yeah.
We were there for the panel where they start the bit of the graveyard, which is shows that are super dead that will never come back.
Metalocalypse, they put Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse was there.
Okay.
And one time guy asked, hey, will you ever bring back MTV's Downtown? And then they're like, dude, that's like deader than dead. That's been dead.
The grave's like topped over.
Yeah, someone kicked it down and like
the word's all worn away.
Yeah, so Nick loves bringing up Downtown whenever he comes.
Because like the moment that guy asked, there was some guy in the back of the room who just like in the faint you can hear, is he fucking serious?
Yeah, it was so fucking crazy. Like, dude, like I almost felt bad for him because this is obviously some dude who fucking loves that
loves Downtown
and wants it back no matter what. It's like I just want a glimmer of hope.
Oh my god.
So that was great. And then the Fully Cooley panel. Of course. We saw the world premiere of the trailer.
Oh, dude.
Anime Expo. That pillow. It starts off. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's about like a minute.
Yeah.
I think it's super short. And you all fucking know we love Fully Cooley on this thing.
Not sure if you got that already.
Yeah. We're probably going to do a commentary on it, like, when it comes out, because I feel like we have to.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it starts off, pans down. It looks like a Hideki Anno, like...
Cerebral.
Yeah, Neon Gen, end of Eva.
Yeah.
Shot. And then the fucking pillow song kicks in, like, or goes into the chorus. Yeah. And then just all these quick scenes, all these quick shots. Haruko looks exactly the same.
Car.
Yeah, with the new character who looks out of a straight 90s anime.
Yeah. And I was telling Chris that that character design, her visor, that's Thigh-Buster.
Yeah, it's a Thigh-Buster reference.
The visor she has on is the same visor that Thigh-Buster has towards the end of the show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and she looks great.
Which Kazuya directed. Which
Kazuya directed. The main character is looks like a generic anime girl, just otaku girl, wears the no color onesie and cat headphones, laying down, and the guy looks like Naoto, like just grown up, but it's not. Like they revealed at the panel, it's not him. It's some different guy.
Okay.
So, and I really didn't like the design of the main character girl because I was like, she looks so fucking generic, man. And then they get to the guy and it looks exactly the same. And then Nick points out, yeah, they're doing two different art styles with these characters who are supposed to interact. And I went, oh shit, yeah, that would work better if this girl is supposed to be like every generic anime girl we see now.
Wow, yeah.
And the guy looks like from the original Fully Cooley, especially towards the end. The way his expressions were and his eyes were, even his eyes are different.
Yeah.
Like they're drawn differently. They have a running sequence that looks like every running sequence from Fully Cooley.
Yeah.
There's a fucking eye.
Yeah.
That looks super detailed and like just over the like. Yeah, I mean, I want that show. I want to watch it. Like.
Oh yeah, and Haruka's there, I guess.
She's there and she looks exactly the same.
I was gonna ask, like...
Almost scary, like even her hair, like the rough sketches, like the rough lines are still there.
Jeez.
Like it's crazy how much she looks...
Were they gonna... Did they talk at all about, like, having any characters from the first series come back?
So, they haven't said.
Because it'd be neat if they did.
Yeah. But these are all new characters, except Haruka.
Yeah.
So, it would be neat. Well, except Kanti, too. Kanti looks great.
Okay.
I think in the new one. Although I like his original design more.
Is that Kanti?
Yeah, Kanti changed.
Yeah. Is that Kanti, though? Like, could be.
I think you are jumping, because they talked about how, like, 2 and 3, they're their own stories.
Yeah.
And that Haruko is, like, the through line connecting these two. Makes sense. These very different stories. I mean, I'd still like to see, like, how
well, we talked about in the commentary, I would like if we just get a passing glance and they're grown up and something. And
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That should be it.
The mayor of Mabase is Nina Mori or something.
Oh, fuck. No, I want her to be some other... I want her to be higher ranking than her dad because I feel like...
She earned...
She would be
she's worked harder.
Fake glasses.
Yeah, I want her to be... I don't know. I don't want her to be a diet member, but maybe like... something equivalent to that in Japan. Or something almost as high. Mm-mm. It's definitely got to be higher than her father, though. I don't like the idea of her following
being the ceiling.
Yeah, or following her father's exact footsteps.
Yeah,
because her whole development was her doing that, and then realizing, oh shit, no, then like something else. Fuck, dude, that trailer, like,
it's pretty great.
It's really good. I want that show to be good.
They just said that it's coming out next year. That's all. It's just 2018.
Yeah, they didn't give a specific date.
Yeah. For 2 or 3. 3 they said 2018.
Yeah, 2 I think comes out the end of this year. Yeah.
Yeah, they talked about it. The end of the year is going to be FLCL 2, then 2018 is FLCL 2.
Yeah. Oh, so it's gonna happen.
So the panel, they gave out posters for FLCL 2.
Oh.
And I have one.
We can show you after.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff actually I was pointing out. Well, we were pointing out each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I have all the exclusive Fully Coolly posters that have been coming out.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now, what was funny was that, like, after when we were sitting there at the panel,
Ian has like the hugest boner right now.
Oh yeah, he's
rigging his seat.
It's staring at me.
It's winking.
It's winking. By the way, it's looking at me. Better call.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember all the stuff they talked about because it has been a while since we've been.
Yeah.
Oh, new animators.
Yeah, new animators.
Okay.
But the studios they named were really good. They're really good fucking studios. Yeah. Bones Animation, Bones is fucking amazing. They just and they did did Space Dandy.
Yeah, and they did.
And Space Dandy is very they did Mob Psycho, and
they also didn't Bones also do Eureka 7 too?
I think so.
They did.
But Space Dandy is the one I point out to because there's a lot of Fully Coolly, like, well, obvious, like, someone was inspired by this.
Yeah, there's that. And with Bones, like, when I heard that...
Man, if anyone hasn't watched Space Dandy, go watch Space Dandy. Space Dandy is fucking good.
Like, absolutely.
It's a show that...
Like, I feel like it doesn't get enough love. Like, how...
It'll make you laugh, and then it'll make you suddenly say, wait, what the fuck?
What
okay.
And that show starts off exactly the way I've always wanted to start off a book. Which is just the world explodes.
Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead.
Oh man, yeah. But when they announced Bones is working on it as well, it kind of like
animators from Bones, animators from Trigger, I believe, animators from A1 Studios, which they're like the big guys, really good. So it's good it's good names.
Yeah,
good names that they're getting animated, and they said that their philosophy was they wanted new blood in this too because they felt like it has to be more reflective of the times the way Fully Coolly was at the time. So they want a new perspective. They don't want...
Just mimic them.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. They really don't want that.
Yeah, they explain Kazuya. Kazuya is supervisor of the entire
project. He's still overrunning everything. And he's still making sure.
Yeah. Okay. And he made the decision... Because he had a choice of either bringing back people he worked with in the industry of Gainax, or new animators and new people working on it.
Yeah,
he chose new people because that's how he chose FLC in the beginning.
New people. He wanted a fresh take.
The people we recognize now were like new to it.
Yeah,
There were some veterans, but
they're doing great work.
Yeah,
now,
absolutely legends.
Like we talked about Hidekiano being a part of Fully Coolly, but he's really just. He barely like supervises.
He has minimal involvement.
Also, the guy from Toonami, I always forget his name, but is like also, they have a big say in this too because they're funding it and everything.
Oh, awesome!
He's like making sure that he says he's been real adamant about making sure that that Fully Coolly is still good.
Yeah, he talked about how like if it's not good, it's not worth doing at all.
Yeah. And it's not different either.
Yeah.
Which we talked about. The worst thing this show could be is if it does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Because then what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Like, it's good to have thematic through lines.
Yeah.
But not narrative.
But I don't want the same beats. I don't want the same... I don't even want this exact same message. I would want, like, a different take.
We can go different directions.
Yeah.
What can this alien teach us?
Yeah, what else can we learn
from her selfishness?
Also, they're trying to get nudity. I think they were talking about this whole thing. They're like, can we do nudity? We want to know if we can do nudity.
Yeah, and then what about Toho's? They're releasing, right?
Toho's releasing it. That was the big part where I was like,
Really?
I'm not.
Because Toho's known for
being real dickish.
Being
asshole.
Kind of shady.
Yeah, and shady. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love Godzilla.
Yeah. But goddamn, that marketing team.
Yeah. So that's the only part I'm hesitant about. So I hope nothing goes wrong through that. But it seems like they have no involvement in the creative process.
Okay. Just the publishing.
So that should be fine.
Okay. That's good.
That is good. So yeah, that's all we gleaned from the panel, I think.
Yeah, and then there was also they kind of, again, the whole they said the only thing they can talk about was like the whole like going into it and like what exactly their intentions were with it. And I just appreciate just how like they clearly want to do it justice and explain. All the animators that joined, they want to do it justice.
Yeah.
Because Kazuya picked them and like they volunteered. And yeah, I mean, well, they said they're getting different directors, right, for this one and the next for 3. Because didn't you say it was like someone else? It wasn't.
Yeah, it was someone else who was directing 3. I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're gonna switch directors again, which that's fine by me as long as Kazuya is still supervising. Yeah. Because I would want different directors each time. If this is the idea they're going for, where it's a different take each time, then I'm more than okay with that.
I'm happy with that.
As long as they're good. I'm only okay with it as long as it's just good.
As long as they know what they're doing.
Because then there won't be that.
Which again, these studios are fucking known for what they do. So like,
because then there's the whole issue of like expectations of like where it's gonna be.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to like, you just have to, as a fan, I think you just have to try and clear your mind and take whatever you get and then judge it on what it is.
Mm-hmm. But, me and Nick, what we were talking about. We weren't talking about from the fan perspective. We were talking about from the creative process.
Yeah.
Like, the first one, they had no fucking expectations. They could have done whatever the fuck they wanted, and they did, and it was fucking great. This time, they probably have the highest expectations any anime I can think of has.
And I think that's not necessarily something that the creatives should worry about. It's something that fans should have in mind that, like, just whatever they're gonna make,
they're gonna make it.
Make that, take what they make. Don't do the thing of like, well, in my head they were gonna do like. I don't give a shit what was in your head. You're not making it. Yeah.
It's not yours. It's everybody's at this point.
Exactly. And it's like it wasn't true to the original. It's not trying to be.
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, we talked about that's the best thing that can happen.
That's the entire point.
Yeah. Because I don't want this thing. I don't want it to just be. I didn't want it to be a direct sequel. Because I felt like the ending was perfect.
And it's kind of like Dick is like, oh, they don't get it. Like, but it's like,
but people do. It happens,
it's inevitable,
especially with this kind of thing,
mm-hmm.
where it's it's my story. It has to be the way I want it. They have to cater to me.
No,
it's not. It's at first it's, in my opinion, at first it's the artist, and at second it's everybody who experiences that piece of art.
Absolutely.
So, and that's a weird balance. So that's what we were talking about. We're hoping they don't have that fear, because it's obviously there, but we're hoping we don't let it control them.
Yes.
Or get to a point where it influences the work and they have to hit certain beats.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
Hopefully. I mean, like, I want it to be good. Yeah. I want it to be good more than anything.
Again, still, even after everything in that panel, like, we just have to see it.
Yeah, no, that was the final conclusion me and you came to. Be like, oh, wait, no, we just have to watch it.
Have to watch it.
We got to know, like.
Yeah, we got to know. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to add, another thing I thought was pretty interesting was when we were sitting at the panel, there was a lot of people talking around after the trailer came out. And it was kind of like people next to me, they were kind of discussing, like, what things represented. Yeah. And, like, what they were talking about how they went to the previous panel from 2016 for FOCL.
Which we were at.
We were at as well. And a lot of people were asking the questions like, oh, I mean, I kind of talk about people asking like, oh, what does this symbolize? Was the moped Vespa symbolize? Was the guitar symbolize? And they were kind of like, oh, the guy just said he thought it just looked cool.
Yeah, he had a Vespa at the time and he liked it and he wanted it to be
the best thing someone said is like, oh, I was expecting more.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, there it is right there. That's perfect.
I mean, and we all talked about that in the commentary. Sometimes the thing is just a thing. Like, It's just, oh, I thought it looked cool. Yeah. And there's no real TV.
Because I know the director, when he talks about the hand,
yeah,
like, he was like, oh, yeah, sometimes people did ask me if it was, like, a Christ thing.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Yeah. And to me, I never viewed it as a Christ thing.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I get why people, because it's the whole the stigmata, but...
Yeah. And the whole rumors about the ending, it's supposed to represent the Japanese incident, like the destruction of the city was supposed to symbolize.
Yeah.
But it was a rumor. That was just...
Also, the very common rumor that it was supposed to have a much darker ending.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It totally wasn't. Actually, the director wanted a very much more lighthearted, like, almost fun and happy thing. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it was like, that's not how it would end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna be great. I want it to be good. I want to.
All right, so that was one pen.
So should we talk about Trigger, or should we talk about the rest of it?
Well, what else? Well, no, I'm sorry.
Because Trigger's still the best panel. As much as I love the Fully Cooley trailer, Trigger's panel was fucking great.
Fuck it, let's go Trigger.
Okay.
It was sick.
So we get there. It's packed. We're still pretty far up front. We're just waiting for everything to start. Yeah. And the translator, he's always been with Trigger ever since I've gone to a Trigger panel. Mm-hmm. He comes up and he says, okay, you guys, so we're going to start. And we know it gets rowdy, especially with our panel. Because it does. Their panel is like one of the crazier ones we go to. And he goes, so we need everyone to stay calm in their seats and not, like, kind of mob or anything.
Okay.
We have money guns in the back. And everyone turns around and goes, what?
Yeah, everyone's like, whoa.
Like, fuck, money gun? We're gonna shoot.
Everyone, like, stood up from their chairs, like, immediately.
Yeah, and we're all looking, we're like, what the fuck? We're gonna shoot money into the crowd.
Oh my god.
But it's not money. So what they shoot, they're fucking waving, by the way, artists, like, and animators that we recognize. The guy who did the design for Over Justice, which I've said this before, is still one of the greatest character designs I've ever seen for anything ever.
We need to immortalize Waka Geek.
Yeah, I think he deserves a reward for Over Justice's design.
Absolutely.
They're shooting Trigger dollars. I think Nick has one right here, actually.
Yeah.
I have mine wrapped up.
It's great. It's great for audio.
So I'll show it but I'll try to describe it.
It's like a $1 bill. It says Monetary Authority of TRG, Trigger Special Administration Region.
And it's got a picture of Lulico on the front.
And then on the back it has like Illuminati shit.
Yeah. Well, those are Over Justice's hands.
That's his hands, the Justice.
Yeah, and it says, "In Justice We Trust."
This is really cool.
It's fucking...
And it says, what can we trust?
What can we trust? Oh my God, which is a line from him.
Yeah.
So, if you're a Lulico fan, which honestly everyone should be, because Lulico is fucking amazing. Yeah. Space Patrol Lulico, the show about being a Trigger fan, is what I call that show. Because it basically is. Has her final design too on the back, on the one you see at the very end, which I fucking love that design.
It's
so
fantastic.
much.
It's awesome.
It's fucking great, and they were shooting those into the crowd, and we each got one.
Like these
Some of them were stamped in the back with Little Witch Academia insignias, and if you got those, you got a free autograph thing at the next panel. Dude, yeah. So sadly, neither Nick or I got it. Yeah. But that's how it started. By the way, by shooting fucking money into the crowd
with like these cheap little red guns that were just shooting.
And then he would pull out a wad and refill it and keep shooting.
Slaps it back on and start shooting again.
Trying to make sure everyone gets one.
Yeah,
it was fucking. That's how the thing started. So they all come on, and they're just talking. We're like, hey, so Little Witch Academia just got on Netflix, like 2 days before it got on Netflix. So everyone watched it through Netflix, right? Like, and you're like, Oh, I forgot what they do immediately after. They showed the first episode of season 2 of Inferno Cop.
Yeah!
And it was fucking amazing. Because oh my god. Okay, because that episode started where we leave him off in Lulico, where Lulico's walking up the stairs saying bye to him, but they redub it. And it's the shitty dub that they do for Inferno Cop, where it's obviously just one guy and he's just doing a shitty like little girls impression. And then he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, now that that's over, I'm gonna leave hell now," because he was in hell. And he goes, and they show a map of the U.S. and it's a boat going through land, and then he goes, "Oh yeah, fine to be back home, New Jersey." So Inferno Cop's from New Jersey.
And he's 21.
And he's 21, and he's from New Jersey, and it's the fucking... I'm not going to go through all the jokes in there, but there was a moment, very patriotic moment at the end, and the whole crowd stood up, and the guy who does just the one voice started sing like this America song, and it's not the national anthem or anything, it's just the guy going, "Oh, America is so great," and he's doing it in English, and it's fucking amazing. And then all the characters come in and they start singing too, and we're all standing there, we're all like proud, and then it goes into a USA chant after. It was fucking awesome. Like,
and that's episode 1.
That was episode 1, season 2.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone, if no one's watched Inferno Cop, go watch Inferno Cop. Inferno Cop's amazing.
It saved anime again.
Trigger saves anime, dude. Every single time they come out with the show.
Yeah.
Just when you think anime is getting shitty, which it is, but you get Trigger. And Trigger's fucking amazing. And then the guy who directs the Inferno Cop stuff was like, "Well, I mean, I love directing Little Witch Academia, but everyone here seems to like Inferno Cop more. I mean, I want to do Little Witch Academia more, but do you guys want Inferno Cop?" And then like Inferno Cop or Little Witch Academia, and me and Nick had to pause and go, "It's actually a super hard decision for us because those shows are great." Yeah, I personally like Inferno Cop more because of how stupid and amazing each episode is. Have I told you what the budget for the show is?
Yeah, it's like crazy.
Crazy cheap, and season 2 is money they saved on a new lunch plan after switching.
Which is the highest budget they had for the show.
Which was higher than the previous budget. Because it was just one guy during once a week, and he would pull like animators in to just do voices.
Oh my god.
Like in a moment's notice. Inferno Cop's fucking great. And they start off like that, and then we get into just talking about Little Witch. Some of the characters' backstories that they might visit in the future. Some not gonna spoil too much. And then they drop 3 new shows that are coming out. One was this sci-fi one, which I totally forget.
That's one with A1.
With A1 Productions, and A1 is known for really high AAA stuff, which is kind of crazy to me that they're teaming up. Yeah. So it's gonna be they only showed a poster, and they were barely able to get that to show. Second was Gridman. SSS Gridman. Which, Nick, you know more about Gridman than I do.
Yeah, it was Super Samurai Squad.
Super Samurai Squad Gridman. Yeah.
What was it? Super Samurai... I forgot it's
Super Samurai Syndicate, like something.
Right.
The word actually shouldn't start with an S, but it's a thing at the end.
Cyber.
Yeah, Cyber Super Samurai.
Super Cyber Samurai Squad.
Yeah.
Super Cyber Samurai Squad. And then Gridman. And then once that picture showed in the panel, there's one guy. Everyone's dead silent except this one guy who's just like, "Yes! Oh my god!
This obviously meant the world to this man.
Like we just watched this. We just broke a man.
Like I wish I was as happy as that guy was ever.
Yeah.
Because he obviously was having just a conniption. I've never heard someone so happy. Like.
Yeah. But yeah, they're doing an animation for the Gridman series for Super Cyber Samurai Squad.
Yeah,
which is pretty insane.
Which, do you want to explain to me what Gridman is in case they don't? Because it's actually kind of obscure.
Well, yeah, it's along like an old Sentai show.
Okay.
Like an old Sentai show with huge robots. That's a team, just giant samurai robots fighting each other, and it's a very old show. And the fact that they're going to animate a show of giant robotic samurais is pretty insane.
Yeah, and Trigger doing that is like...
Trigger doing that alone. Which they're known for big stylistic. You saw the Hulk Imaishi doing. Oh, and then
the third one, which is the big one.
Yeah.
The fucking Gurren Lagann logo shows up. And we go, what the fuck? And then, like, Kanji shows up. It's like, and then the Kill la Kill logo shows up.
What?
You go, what the fuck? And then the director's name, Imaishi and Akishima. We're like, what the fuck? And then it's a brand new poster. I think it's called Promare or... Promare. It shows up and we're like, what the fuck is this? And they go, oh, this is our new show where we're collaborating. Because both of them directed Gurren Lagann, both of them directed Kill la Kill. This is their next project that they have been working on forever.
Like since Kill la Kill, since the end of the production.
We had no idea. No one had any idea this was going on. Oh my God. And then they do a video, because they couldn't make it to the US this time.
Yeah.
The video going, yeah, so that show's coming up. We're going to work together. It's going to be great. Cool. And someone off camera goes, no, you have to keep talking. There's more. We have to. Okay. So he ripped up my script 6 times.
Yeah, Imaishi ripped Nakashima's script 6-7 times.
Yeah, and then one of the times Nakashima ripped it up himself because he was like, I knew he was gonna. So we've been working. That script took forever to get through.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking goofing off and it was great. Trigger videos are the fucking best because of how low production. Amazing dialogue.
Yeah, that poster's sick. It's an awesome poster.
Poster was really dope. It was really cool. So that panel was great. It was just hype all the way through.
Absolutely.
Fucking money guns. Next. I thought the marshmallow guns last year
Yeah.
were the best thing. Yeah, but money guns, I was like, well, shit. I didn't fucking trigger dollars. I'm all the way in.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, so we went to the Persona 5 localization panel, or as we called it, the Okamoto Kitchen panel, featuring the cast of Persona 5. Because this is new tech, by the way. I'm actually not that mad.
This is top shelf, high quality advertising right here.
Yeah, because that panel starts with the cast of Persona 5, which I get to, and they're just doing stupid panel stuff where they're like, oh, talking this voice, and then some of the more interesting stuff was actually the headspace that we get into for some characters, but they didn't bother with that for too long because then we got a video in the middle of the panel from Okamoto Kitchen, which is a food truck.
Okay.
ZAX, yes, and they had Persona 5 themed foods there. Okay. And then they proceed, and then I thought, okay, now the video's over, and we'll give you a discount if you say, I forgot what the fucking word was, but to the server. And I thought the video was fucking over, and then it wasn't, because then they got to some of the cast members having to try one of the dishes, blindfolded.
Okay.
And then they had to assemble it. And it was just weird. And then it went back to the Okamoto Kitchen advertisement.
Yeah.
And it's just the owner standing in front of his truck talking.
How long is this video?
Dude, it was most of the panel.
Yeah, Chris and I were looking at each other are they going to talk about the localization process?
No, they didn't.
Never,
so we didn't get to learn about that
1 minute.
We just got to hear not even fans got to ask questions. Just stuff that obviously pandered towards.
Do they do salmon there?
Yeah, they So, and then it was just that advertiser for so long. They were talking about the Okamoto Kitchen thing after, and then they left, and it was over. And
that's so odd.
It was fucking weird, dude.
Now,
I felt like I was leaving my body.
Yeah. Now, if the panel was called Fun Time with voice actors of P5, that'd be good.
Yeah.
But this was called the localization of Persona 5.
Yeah.
With the cast of Persona 5. I thought they were actually going to talk, because Persona 5's localization actually has a lot of controversy around it.
Yeah.
Why is that?
The way they pronounce names
was
an obvious deliberate choice because they keep doing it. Okay. Like Sakamoto instead of Sakamoto. And then just some of the other plot points were a little just blurred for localization process. And I would have loved to know what the process behind those choices were. Because the names especially was such an obvious, deliberate decision.
Yeah.
But no, fuck me. If I wanted to learn anything about the game, I got to learn that Okamoto Kitchen was having a sale that weekend.
Fucking throw food at them.
Just a guy comes out to the press. Now everyone, before my client comes out and talks about his new album, I just want to make it clear, he's not He is not interested in talking about his previous work. He does not want to talk about it. It's in his past. Yeah. But he was the first man to walk on the moon, right? Buzz Aldrin is a rap star now. That's who he is. We're not talking about anything else.
Owns a food truck.
He owns a food truck.
Called Downforce is real.
He is a musical genius. A lyricist. Anything else he did doesn't matter today.
Endospheres are fake.
Yes. See, I would have been way more mad than I am now at being glue-balled about that. Mm-hmm. But I was like, that's fucking new level advertisement. Genius.
Like, it was impressive.
Of course this panel was going to be filled. It's fucking Persona 5. It's in one of the biggest halls at AX. Yeah. Why wouldn't you buy a 10-minute spot? Like, I'm not even that mad.
Wait, is anyone really gonna sit there?
It was fucking weird, I'll tell you that. But like, fuck, I wasn't like kind of genius at the same time.
God, that guy from Atlas USA, that was pretty funny.
Well,
it was kind of like, hey, so we have this new thing going on, so want to put the food truck advertisement, so you have a promo. Like it was very quiet too. Yeah. Like everyone else was excited, like, hey, a food truck. So like every second he got a food truck. Hey, what about that local? We got a food truck.
Food truck.
No, I really want to talk about.
Why are you banning people on Twitch? That food truck.
And like, and the voice cast, they were fun. They were very funny to listen to.
Yeah.
As they just answered questions and did improvised stuff. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's fun. I would have also really liked to, because it was weird because they had the head localization team. Okay. The two people there, and they barely got to talk, and they never talked even about localizing. That's weird. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay, like it felt kind of like a waste of time to me, but...
I'm sorry. Go ahead, talk about your food truck.
I wish my first Persona 5 panel would have been better. Well, we went to Lab Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was great. I mean, they're the most transparent video game company or developer studio I've ever seen. They're just breaking down their new game, Indivisible, which is coming out. Which, if no one's looked into it, that game looks fucking great. It's looks like Valkyrie Profile, or very reminiscent of that. Mm-hmm. And then they had made a couple announcements. They announced it a couple, like a week or two back to backers. Trigger and Titmouse are guest animating the cutscenes for that game. So yeah, the two bad boys. So Titmouse is doing the storyboarding, and I believe Trigger is doing the actual animation. So that's gonna be awesome because they haven't collaborated since what was the show?
Which one?
Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite. Yeah.
Oh man,
this is awesome.
Yeah, which is great.
Those are great.
And they always known about each other, and they do like little small stuff for each other. So they were super happy that they get to collaborate.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I just love the panel because like that entire panel, the whole table was Titmouse, Trigger, and Lab Zero. They're all together, and they're just talking about how much they love and appreciate each other's work. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the guy from Trigger is like, hopefully the director for Low Witch Academia, Yoshinari, said, hopefully we can animate and live up to this studio's expectations. And then Mike Z from Lab Zero staring at him like, what are you talking about? You're the legend. We're lucky to have you here. Like,
yeah, Mike Z's just he's the head. He's kind of like the face.
Yeah.
At studio, real awesome guy. I got to play him once at Skullgirls. And just was like super excited. He's just happy like everyone's there. And the Trigger guys were talking about like, yeah, we played a little bit of the game. It reminds me of they were watching from back. It reminds me a lot of Valkyrie Profile. Which it seemed like they had never actually talked about it. And Mike Z does like a huge fucking fist, like he's like, yeah, fucking nailed it. And then the other animator was, I got to talk to the composer of this game, who is the composer of Legends of Secrets of Mana.
Wow.
The video game. So yeah. Which they've gotten like from day one. And she was like, and I played Secrets of Mana, and I was a little like choked up. I didn't know what to say. And it was just so awesome that this anime was like, yeah, I mean, I can't believe this team either. Like, it's one of these things for me where it's Lab Zero Games developing it. It's the composer for Secrets of Mana. Yeah. It's Trigger. It's motherfucking Trigger. It's Tim Mouse doing both of them doing the animation. Yeah. Like, this is like the dream team almost for a video game. Like, I fucking can't wait for this game now, like, to come out.
Yeah.
So Indivisible, it's gonna be fucking great. It's gonna be fun. From the creators of Skullgirls, by the way, if in case anyone doesn't know.
Yeah.
But dude, like, I really want that game to come out.
Yeah, like if you want to talk about potential in a project, this is one of those.
Yeah. So that was great. Other than that, walked around. I bought the Udon Ladies of Street Fighter swimsuit edition. That was like the first thing I bought because they had a special AX version. Yeah. That thing's great. Final Fight characters. All the art's great. They get a bunch of different artists to do like swimsuit variants of Capcom characters. So it's awesome. Everyone go check it out.
Guys at Udon really cool.
Yeah, they were really cool to talk to. The guys from Labs, they were really cool. Yeah, some of the Axis people, just like it was just generic stuff, like going around talking to folks. Artist Alley bought again Prince. I don't know what I'm gonna do with because I don't have any room. It's a fire hazard.
Yeah. At
this point,
I mean, you could just, just cover the seams of your door and just never leave anymore.
Yeah, just never. I could. Yeah, I've thought about that. Wow. Yeah. No. I mean, I bought a bunch of cool shit.
Good.
Nothing too amazing. Just really nice art prints.
Almost that Shantae figure.
I almost bought that Shantae figure. $70.
Yeah.
But they said they're gonna make more now, so I don't feel too bad.
I almost bought the model kit for Psycho Zaku from Gundam Thunderbolt. Like the full, because that's still one of my favorite mecha designs ever. It's just
if anybody hasn't watched Gundam Thunderbolt, I highly recommend it because that to me is like what I want out of a Gundam series.
Yeah.
Where that show is just about war.
Yeah.
It's no longer just a kid in a Gundam suit being a dick and stealing Gundams and no one's doing anything about it.
Yeah. Because they're not even doing it for honor. They just want to survive.
No, dude, the mentality each character has in that show, like, is to me the logical mentality someone would have if they're fighting a fucking war for hundreds of years. Yeah. It's crazy the lengths those people go to.
And that was the whole appeal of when Mobile Suit Gundam first came out. Was that it was kind of like the war. Yeah. More about the war factor and
also the Gundam designs are fucking great.
Oh, they're fantastic.
But yeah, dude, everyone should go. It's 4 episodes. Although the new season came out. Yeah. Which I gotta watch. But fuck, those first 4 episodes are like the way it ends too.
Oh yeah.
Is fucking heavy. Like it's one of those things where you look and you're like, how can someone do something like that?
It looks
and beautiful. The only logical answer is it's war. You do what you need to do.
Yeah. Like the setting. Yeah, the setting itself. Because you know how in the earlier series there was them defending the Earth or like the city.
Yeah, dude, where they're at, it's the equivalent of trenches, but in space.
Yeah. And those trenches are the remnants of Earth. It's destroyed. Jesus. And now they're just fighting to survive.
It's just fighting to fight. Like it's crazy.
That's all they have.
Oh man.
It's really dark. It's really depressing. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh, and the children's scene's so fucking brutal. It's so fucking brutal.
It's crusade shit. Like cannon fodder.
We're talking child soldiers here, so
like cannon fodder shit.
It's great. This is great.
So yeah, we didn't get that. I didn't get that.
I got to try Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
We did.
It's fucking great. That game looks fucking beautiful. I don't know how much people know. I don't know how much you know about this, but it's like playing the anime. Like it's the closest thing in fighting games. It's so fun. It's you can use bar to do instant transmissions right behind. Like it's an instant cross up, so you're right behind your opponent.
Okay.
Like no startup frames. It's crazy. So you can recreate. So there's moments recreated where like Cell does his huge Kamehameha, and then like fucking you can teleport right behind him and just blast him again. Oh. Like straight out from the show. And it's fucking beautiful. Arxis has nailed their fucking 3D model artwork. And there's stuff where, like, if you do a big enough move, it destroys the setting, and then you go into the destroyed version of that world.
Yeah, which was in Tenkaichi, I think.
Yeah,
introduced that.
But this looks good.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And then you can reflect certain energy specials, and you watch the thing go into the back and actually destroy something in the background. Cool. It's fucking dope. That game's amazing. That game's great. I can't wait for
It's only 20% done.
It's only 20% done. And I can't, dude, I can't wait for that game to come out. It's gonna be my new go-to fighting game for a fucking while.
So, since we're going to fighting games, let's
talk about the best thing we've done all summer. I would say, even playing college, I would argue. Went to Evo Evolution 2017, which for anyone who doesn't know, it's the world stage for fighting games, right? You go there, and I'll start it off. We go there, Vegas. First night, I gambled for like 2 or 3 hours. I won $400.
Great.
At roulette. Yeah, no, it's... So, and I have a funny story.
You won at roulette?
Yeah. You landed on my number.
I don't even know how that's possible.
Yeah, man. I've made most of my money in Vegas on roulette.
Yeah, you got a free massage too, huh?
Yeah, I got a free massage. That was weird.
You really shouldn't.
By the way, I didn't know this. And it was really weirding me out because I was gambling with my folks since they were there too. And it was probably the only night I was gonna get to meet up with them. There are people that walk around the casino who give massages. I didn't. That's the same face I made. I had no idea this was a thing. I knew people served you drinks.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay. And then before I know it, my mom thought it would be funny if they paid for a massage. So I got like a 10-minute massage, while playing roulette. And I'll say I was pretty relaxed actually. Right.
Oh,
after.
Okay.
Well. But she was fucking going in, dude. Like elbow deep, because she was like, dude, you're fucked back here. Like it's bad. And I was like, yeah, I know. And then she's like, no, like you have knots everywhere, and Jesus everything's Christ. Like really tense. I'm like, no, I know.
Get off me.
Yeah.
How do they initiate? Is it just like? Do they just start?
They're carrying around a cushion, which you put in between you and the table.
Okay.
They're like, you want a massage? And they're like, yeah, man. And then leaning over thinking she's fucking digging her elbow as I'm gambling.
Jesus Christ.
It was really weird. I felt great afterwards, but it was really weird.
That's really weird.
I had no idea this was a thing, dude. So I went. Anyway, whatever. I won $400.
That's cool.
Yeah. Paid for the rest of my weekend. That's what that did. Landed on my number and landed around my number a couple of times. So, fucking happy about that. Then we finally went, the one day we went to the show floor, played the new Marvel game. That was fun. I actually got to play against Maximilian, dude. Real nice guy. Real fun. Class act. Gave us free stuff.
Super nice.
Super nice dude. Got to play. We tried the Dissidia, the new Final Fantasy Dissidia game. We lost, and I blame Nick because he died like 3 times. And you share, and everyone on your team shares 6 lives.
See, I didn't know that. If I had known that, I would have been more careful.
Oh, fuck off! Like you kept down.
What do you fuck up me?
You wasted half our life. Whatever. It's like.
We'll talk about this after.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after. That game is super fun. It's team based, 3-on-3. You guys all work together to fight them off. I played as Terra from FF6. Played as fucking Lightning from 13. I totally forgot what the other guy played as. That was on our team. We lost, and he seemed kind of mad about that. So we walked away. What is fucking? We played Arika's new game, which is not called Street Fighter EX. I don't even think it has an official name. That game was super fun.
It was awesome.
Because that game has a thing called the Gogi system.
Gogi system, yeah.
And what the Gogi system is, you have to say it like that.
You do have to.
Is you have a loadout of these orbs at the bottom. And they activate when you do certain things during the match. And each match is pretty fast. It's best 3 out of 5. So the idea is, the further you go on the match, the crazier and crazier everything becomes. Because characters start getting full super armor where no hit does hit stun, but they still take damage. So there was a moment where I landed my super on Nick, and his character just stood in one place and like took it all. And Nick didn't even think like to do anything because he didn't think his character would just walk through it. And it looks like the goofiest shit, but it was super fun. There was stuff. It was like the Hades orb, where it's like, yeah, you get full meter after a certain point. Oh, okay. So you can just start blasting fucking meter, like if using supers.
Yeah, there's one for like if you wait 10 seconds. If you
just stand for 10 seconds,
you get a power up, or like you get infinite meter.
Yeah.
For something. Yeah.
For some reason, and loadouts like Juggernaut or Shinobi, Miracle. Yeah. Which it's all a loadout just to make you turn the tides of battle around. Like when at the last day, it's had like Hades, Angel, Devil, or it was fucking
Juggernaut,
crazy.
Aggro.
Yeah.
Miracle. Yeah, Infinite. It was crazy.
The Gogi system is gonna be fucking dope, dude.
The characters look great.
The character, that game looks great. The creator was standing like right there. And me and Nick like we're having a blast just playing it. Yeah. He's also the creator of the Street Fighter EX games. Okay. So it was super fun. I can't wait for that game to come out. I had such a blast playing it. What else? Oh, we tried the new Gundam game. Just because they had the Gundam Thunderbolt characters. Yeah. They played that for a bit. And then I bought a bunch of stuff at the ArcSys booth for Guilty Gear. I bought a towel because I thought it was weird. Okay. It was like $10, and I was like, I don't have a towel that like has
those small ones, like the tournament towels you put on your
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Pat your head.
You're like, that was weird, so I'll buy it.
Okay.
And then we also got I also got thunder sticks for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. No, they're great. Shut up.
Okay. No, they're great.
They're great because it was only good because I had Guilty Gear. Yeah. No, super annoying. Actually, a bunch of stuff rubbed off my hand.
Oh,
like,
really?
A bunch of paint. Yeah. Weird. And that day we watched the Guilty Gear Top 8, which was fucking great. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know how much people are into fighting games, but it's like Evo weekend is like my Super Bowl Sunday.
Sure.
Where I just watch everything and everything.
Don't talk to me. I need this.
Everyone getting hyped. Fucking Oki or Okamoto, I think, won. Okimato. Yeah. And then Tomo got second. That was actually a major upset.
Oh yeah.
Really, I know this is where I'm gonna get into nerd street fighting game talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Because Tomo is like one of the best players of fighting games in the world.
And Kazunoko.
Yeah, and Kazunoko. So I was surprised he didn't get it. Mm-hmm. And he plays Leo, which my main's Leo, so I was like, yeah. So then the next day, we get to the next day. Oh no, I want to say one more thing. We went to a meetup at an arcade. Oh. Got to meet Matt and Wooly from the Best Friends.
Oh, cool.
Super Best Friends. Yeah, real nice guys. Just have blast at the arcade. Oh, I forgot I also got to meet Liam from the Best Friends at AX.
Oh, cool.
And he's fucking nicest dude. Gave me a hug. I didn't even think I was gonna get a hug. And like super fucking fantastic dude. Yeah. Just
I just always say it's a huge honor to meet them.
Yeah. Because they're kind of the reason this podcast exists. Or at least I got the idea to do another one. So yeah, those guys are amazing. Go check out their stuff if you haven't already. Especially their podcast. Anyway, so we get to Evo Sunday, and we're in the Mandalay Bay boxing arena because that's where it was held last year. Yeah. Where they have the guys on stage, and then they fight, and then the big screen shows the actual game. And they cut the stage, they cut a diamond basically out of it. So it looks like the Evo logo, which is kind of a pyramid with
That's really cool.
It's really fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
And it's reverse projected. So it's showing stuff on the bottom without actual shadows from the players showing up. So on each side they show the player's character from the game that they're playing as. Dude, it's fucking... The way they have it all set up is fucking amazing.
I can show you after.
Yeah, how it looks. Yeah. So sadly we got to miss the Marvel one. I still haven't gotten around to watching it. No, I want to. Just because we overslept. Because it was fucking early, dude. 7:45.
In the morning?
Yeah, it was bullshit is what it was. Last year it was like 10, I think. But fuck, yeah. And they changed it at the last second too, I think. Yeah, a lot of people were mad about it. So I missed that. I haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch the KOF 14 because I heard it's actually crazy, that top 8.
Yeah. We got in to see Blaze Blue. The end.
Yeah, we saw the grand finals of BlazBlue. That was actually pretty intense.
That was very intense.
It was crazy, just the back and forth that it kept going.
The defense one of the guys has just...
Oh, it was impeccable.
It's on another level.
Yeah, you watch these players play and you go, fuck, dude, I'll never... That level's insane to me. That it's crazy just how good they are. Like, and then we get to, once that finishes, they show some trailers. And then they announce a new character for BlazBlue, Jubei. Who people have wanted since the beginning. BlazBlue. That's Ragnar's teacher, the cat. Yeah.
No, it's not BlazBlue. It's BlazBlue.
BlazBlue.
BlazBlue. Yeah.
That's
how the creator says it. BlazBlue.
Yeah, he calls it BlazBlue.
We say it wrong.
The announcer calls it BlazBlue, too. And then they go, oh, but we have a new project coming out, and we're all like, oh, okay, what is this? Pans down, and you have the BlazBlue characters. Oh, sorry, BlazBlue. Characters there, Ragna and Guy, and they're just doing their normal before game banter. We're like, okay. And then, from off screen, you have Yu Narukami, the main character of Persona 4 Ultimax, show up and start fighting in the middle and do a clash where they bounce to the back, and then they start talking, and everyone goes, what the fuck? And then the screen cuts. You only get 10 frames to understand what's going on that screen before it cuts to the next ad for it. And then, like, Under Night, characters show up. That's that title where we make fun of. That's a super long paragraph. Yes, by the way, I got to tell you what the sequel to that game's title is.
What is it?
It's Undertale. It's the exact same thing. Undertale in Birth. EXE latest. So instead of late, they put an ST at the end.
In brackets.
Latest.
Yeah. ST brackets.
It's actually genius. I thought whoever came up with that was like... Yeah,
it's late, and then it's in brackets, ST.
Latest. It's perfect. I thought it was like the most perfect thing.
So crossover with that, and then they announce another character.
Yeah, then one of the characters from RWBY shows up.
What?
RWBY herself.
Yeah. The red one.
Yeah.
Is that not RWBY?
Yeah, RWBY.
I don't know, because I don't watch RWBY.
It's RWBY. Yeah, it's RWBY, yeah. She's in there. So it's cross between RWBY, BlazBlue.
It's BlazBlue.
Persona,
which that was the one I went nuts over because I didn't think I was getting a new Persona game this soon. Yeah. And Under Night and Birth and RWBY and just it's called the like battle crossover game. It's just Arc Sys fight.
BlazBlue cross battle, something like that.
Yeah. It's crazy. It was crazy. Everyone was going nuts. No one was expecting this shit. Dude, being in that stadium and like everyone's fucking yelling was the greatest. It was awesome. I was having a conniption fit with the Persona 4 sprites showing up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't think I was getting a Persona fighting game this soon.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then we watched Tekken, the Tekken Grand Finals, with all the Tekken top 8, which was fun. It was definitely a good time. Lots more Steve Foxes than I thought there were.
Yeah.
And then we get to those trailers, and then they first give the trailer for Arika's new game, which is Street Fighter EX. Skullomania shows up.
Yeah, Skullomania!
And the crowd goes fucking nuts.
Woo!
Because everyone's wanted Skullomania forever.
Yeah.
And like he looks great, and then Garuda shows up and he looks awesome.
Ooh.
And like,
Yeah, do you know what Skullomania looks like?
I know Garuda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know that character.
Skullomania, he's a skeleton man. He's a man in a skeleton
suit. He's a superhero wrestler.
Sentai, Ranger.
That's amazing.
And he has a scarf.
Yeah, he just has a scarf other than his skeleton suit. He's great. He's the best character. He's the best character out of EX.
That's really cool.
And he shows up and he's fucking great. And then the announcement date coming out April Fool's 2018 ? Because this game was announced on April Fool's of this year, and everyone thought it was a joke, but it's super real. And so that the way they announced it for that was, I thought it was the best.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good. Then we get to the Tekken 7 announcement.
Okay.
I want everyone to take a moment here because I want to just preview this. I have never been in a room that had so much energy and so much excitement of just craziness going on than where I was when the Tekken 7 announcement trailer
I honestly had to stand up and applaud at the end
for what was about to happen. Here's how that trailer starts. Harada comes out. Harada's the developer of the game. He says, we have a new trailer, new character, show up. and we're all speculating. And beforehand, I'm talking to my buddy Mark, who was sitting with me, and I was like, man, you know what? I don't even want another Tekken character in there. I want a Street Fighter character in there. Yeah. I think Zangief would be fun. And Lee was like, yeah, it would be funny, but I think they'll do a Tekken character. And then the trailer starts playing. And Hachi is just sitting in his dojo, cross-armed. If you haven't watched it, everyone go watch this trailer before the way I describe it. Okay. He's sitting in his dojo. The wall's still destroyed. And just sitting there. And he goes, and then you hear a voice in English come up. You think you're the best in the world and could stand tall above everyone else. Then it cuts to a chin as it's talking. Well, I would like to toss my hat into the thing. We're like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And then we get to these, what are the sliding doors called in Japanese?
Oh, I know, the paper doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then those show up. Everyone loses their shit. Because we know exactly who it is. Because we recognize those doors. We've seen it in a million KOF games. We've seen it in a million Final Fight games. They open. Music starts playing. And it gets it's motherfucking Geese Howard shows up. And it's the fucking coolest thing. Geese and everyone jumps out of their seat. And they're fucking yelling. And we're fucking going crazy. And like conniption fits are happening everywhere around. Sure. People are freaking out. And we're like, what the fuck is this? And like people, and then he starts doing his moves. He does a fucking power wave. Everyone in the stadium yells power wave. Everyone, and like, and then he does his reversals. And I've never had a cooler moment, not even at a show, singing along with people with the lyrics, than that crowd sang Predictaboo every time he did his reversals. And he does it like 10 times in that trailer.
And I was screaming the entire time, do it again.
Yeah, everyone screamed, show that trailer again.
Do it again, do it again.
It was the most amazing fucking moment. It was so nuts. Oh my god, just so much energy in that stadium. It was crazy. Everyone's going nuts. It was the best thing that happened at Evo. There was nothing. Tekken 7 is the best crossover game out, and that's with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite coming out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was fucking Akuma's in it. Now Geese motherfucking Howard. That was better than any fucking joke I came up with beforehand for any character. I wasn't even like, it was the fucking coolest. Oh my god. I wish I could recreate that exact moment of being in that stadium with everyone and just filled to the brim with all these fans that know exactly what's going on. And it was it was a religious experience. It was I feel like the same way that people feel like when they think they've met God.
Sure. Sure.
But then your nightmare begins, Chris.
Then the nightmare oh my god, and all the panels are quotes from Geese Howard.
Yeah.
Like between the nightmare begins, and for a second I'm like, are they gonna do Nightmare Geese? SNK has never acknowledged Nightmare Geese out of Capcom versus SNK 2. And like, are they gonna do it? They don't do that. But when it's like no cowards here, and like whiners be gone, and like all this great shit that Geese has said over the years. Oh my dude, it was the perfect trailer. There was no more perfect of a setting than watching that trailer out of nowhere with a stadium full of people.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It was fucking...
And again, I had to just stand up and applaud at the end.
Yeah, well, a bunch of us were standing up and going, that was the greatest thing that has happened. Yeah. Just amazing. Like, things going. And then we left, we got some food, right? Then we came back for Street Fighter Top 8. And before that, Ono announces the new character for Street Fighter, Abigail. That's a character.
Cool.
It looks. I mean, his moveset looks really cool. I'm not too big on the way he looks though.
Okay.
It's definitely the same Hugo moveset with wall bounces. Like, he looks fun to play.
Okay.
He really does. Just is looking great. Ono definitely has something for over muscular, like to the point of cartoonish. Yeah, dudes. So that character existed. But then the Street Fighter Top 8 happened, and it was fucking, like, heart palpitations going through that entire thing, just back and forth. Tokido pulling it off with, like, one of the coolest comebacks I've seen. Because it looked like Punk was going to take it. He won 2 matches.
Yeah.
And then Tokido resets the bracket, wins... for essentially 6 matches in a row to take the top 8, and it was fucking great. it was like, it was hard for it. Really was. It was like this roller coaster of emotions going on. Like, it was great. Evo's still like my favorite thing to go to every single fucking year. I had such a blast. Oh, that Geese Howard trailer, like that moment.
Yeah.
Minds are blown.
Yeah, minds are blown. Like, I'm sure if I ever have the mistake of a child, no, if I just ever have a child, it won't be nearly as good as that moment. As I saw Geese Howard.
I don't know why I was so sure you were going to say it had nothing to do with what you were talking about. I was sure you were going to be, if I ever had a child, I would sell it for money. I don't know why I was sure you were going to say that.
Well, it depends.
I probably would, because it wouldn't live up to the Geese Howard moment. And I'd be like, well, I know how this relationship's going to go for the rest of your life.
Jesus Christ.
Like, your life, well, I'm definitely going to outlive you, child.
But yeah, I have to throw them off a cliff
first
to see if they're strong enough.
That's right.
To live in this world. And I'm like, lions, dude. But, oh my god, dude, that moment. That's going to be my story, because I don't think there was anything more emotional for me.
Okay. Cool.
Oh my god. Oh, I just want to say the Flamingo sucks as a hotel. I had a terrible time.
I'm sorry.
While staying there the first couple nights.
Yeah, no. Being on the strip itself is not. It's not fun.
No. Service sucked. Yeah. Full, I heard, was pretty gross. I didn't get to go. Yeah. It was pretty gross. Casino sucked. People sucked. Rooms sucked.
That vacuum I found.
Yeah, Luxor was better. Sort of. Best, yeah. So that's all I want to say. I want to make sure I shit it on the Flamingo.
Good.
For it.
That's cool.
Old Mobster Hotel, believe it or not.
I believe it.
No, it was.
And yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Fucking geese. What about you, man?
No, we actually were intersected.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, Nick was there the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, Bayonetta won Smash, and I usually don't give a shit about Smash, but I'm glad that a non-Nintendo character won, and everyone can start bitching and moaning.
And the big
because Bayonetta is the best character on that roster. Okay.
And the big deal of Bayonetta winning is because Super Smash Bros. The entire top 8. It was broadcast on Disney XD.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit. Yeah, Super Smash was broadcast on Disney.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
That was weird. I wish I had seen it.
Yeah,
because I wanted to see what teabagging looked like on the Disney.
Just pixelated.
Yeah, I wanted to see those people cry on TV.
It was the funniest shit.
I don't know if I ever mentioned this podcast. One of my favorite things in the world is to watch the videos of Smash players having fits and being babies and going into fetal positions.
It is really funny.
It's one of the most cathartic things that I do to myself. There we go. I don't care how much people get mad about that. I like watching those videos so much. Yes. So, and Street Fighter was broadcasted on ESPN 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was last year. This is the second year they're doing it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and one of the Evo traditions now is people on Twitter complaining oh, what is this video game bullshit on my sports channel? Get that nerd shit out of here. A bunch of quotes like that. One of the better ones was this old guy said, what is this fucking garbage on ESPN? And then an hour later he goes, I actually haven't changed the channel. I'm super enjoying this. I don't get what's going on. And then he goes, and then another tweet comes out, wow, shit, it's like this game was made for television. And he starts to hashtag made for television because he's having a great time.
He's turned around.
Yeah, he's fully turned around.
That's
just
awesome.
Watching. Because it was amazing. The top 8 was fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
No, it's fucking cool. Oh, I had a great time at Evo. That's all I wanted to get out of this podcast. Do you want to tell a story, Ian? Or?
Honestly, all the other stuff I want to talk about is stuff I'm looking forward to, and I know that's
we should.
the end.
Let's just get to that. We're already at 3 hours.
All right.
And nothing's going to be more than me getting emotional.
I have a really long thing.
All right, go ahead. You go for it. Me and Nick have been talking for a while. I've been talking for a while, but...
Hanging off of the idea of internet people being piss babies.
Yes.
The new Doctor Who got announced. Super excited about that.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I was going to ask you, what do you think about this? Someone who doesn't care about Doctor Who?
I'm fine with it. I like it. She's a good actress.
Yeah.
She's a woman now.
Who's the name? Who's the name again?
Fuck me.
Because I know I've seen her in other stuff.
Whittaker. Jenny Whittaker? Something like that.
Whittaker?
Whittaker. She was on Broadchurch, which is a drama that was really good.
She was like a man before? Or?
She was a man before, and now she's not.
Well, the big thing is, like, Doctor Who is finally, like, is a woman now.
It's for a very first time a woman. Yeah. And, like, so like, some people are being real bitches about it. Yeah. Just throwing a fit. And what I always thought was really funny is, like, there's a handful of tweets that people are showing, like, it doesn't make women in space, that doesn't make sense.
I love that. That's, like, my favorite thing.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing here, controversial statement here. It's my favorite thing about racism and sexism is the people where you learn their reasoning, and it's so far gone, and so just out there, that you go, I don't even know where to start. Yeah. I would go about talking to this person because they're obviously in a different plane of existence,
a whole different world
from me. So to the point, and that all colludes into this hysterical thing that I find funny every fucking time.
Exactly. Well, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, as long as she's a great actor and
she's really good. Yeah. She cried a bunch when her kid got touched and then killed. So spoilers.
Yeah.
But.
In the show?
In a different show.
Oh.
But,
okay.
But, like, what I think is really weird is, like, Doctor Who has so many women all the time.
Yeah, doesn't it? Like,
he's, like, the only dude for most of it.
Yeah. Wasn't that like a joke sometimes?
Like, yeah. He just keeps hot girls around him all. It's, like, a plot point. So, like...
Hot dudes around.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe she keeps up hot girl. I don't know. Yeah. Either would be fine.
We'll find out what happened.
I feel great either way.
I'd be happy either way. But so I'm super about it. I think it's going to be really good. The only thing is, like, so Doctor Who went through a really dark time lately.
The dark times.
The dark times where I don't know. Have I talked about this? I won't go into it really deep if I have, but basically the second guy who's the showrunner, Stephen Moffat.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm trying to find my phone. Keep talking.
That's okay. He had a great season 6, and season 7 was worse. 8 was worse. 9 was a really bad time. 10 was actually great. This last season was really good. I watch terrible shows sometimes because if I don't finish, I get headaches. But season 10 was really good, and I kind
You're so deep into the shit that you have to, like...
I have to power through it. But I acknowledge that, like, 7 and 8 were really fucking bad shows. But I feel bad for Peter Capaldi because he's retiring more or less because he's an older man and he just can't keep running on film a bunch. Yeah. But he finally hit his stride this last season. It was like he was nailing it. So I guess go out on a high note for him. But
sure. That's how I would do it. I would go out on, like, the highest note.
So I'm excited for this new Lady Doctor. Very excited. And, that'll be
Lady Doctor.
A lady who's a doctor? What's next?
Sir, I'm a woman doctor.
And yes, they're real.
I'm sorry. Where's the man?
Yeah. Just because my name is Dr. Good and Sexy doesn't mean you...
And a breathy voice.
That's a future.
That's Futurama.
So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about there's a bunch of remakes they've just announced because we've run out of ideas, and the one that I'm most the one I'm most excited about is they're remaking American Werewolf in London. I don't know if you...
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Have you seen the original Werewolf?
No. I have, yeah. Oh, wait, the original movie?
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
It's fucking balls.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a great movie. So I was really queasy about it. I was very... and then I found out the people who are producing it are Kirkman. And so I was like... Oh,
Robert Kirkman?
Yeah, Robert Kirkman. And I was like, that could go either way.
Yeah.
That could go either way.
It'll never end.
It'll never end. No.
And it'll just become a parody of itself.
And aliens.
But here's what I found out. The guy who's writing and directing this is Max Landis, who is John Landis' son.
Yeah.
Who did the first one.
That's crazy.
That's wild to me.
Yeah. Hasn't Max Landis done something? I feel like I've seen his name on another credit.
He did a movie called Dear Woman, which I fucking love, if you've ever seen He wrote it with his dad, and it's like a Native American woman who's like sexy and hot, but she's also a deer, and then she kicks you to death. That's basically what happens.
Shit, I'm gonna watch it now.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great movie. Watch it. He also did a bunch of appearances on. There was a show called Fear Itself that got canceled after one season, and there was a show. Another horror anthology. He's worked on a few horror anthologies for like Fox and NBC and things like that. But this is his first movie, I think.
Okay.
That he's writing and directing. I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to potentially be pretty good. That guy who was in the movie, switching to another reboot that I think might be good. The guy who was in Creed, that won all those awards. You know?
Yeah. No, I've watched Creed.
Oh, I have to watch it. I heard it's really good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. There's some weird choices that I don't fully agree with.
Fair.
Or that I don't think are done as well as the original Rocky.
So, that guy was like, oh, you know what I really liked was the Thomas Crown Affair. That movie from the 60s.
Okay.
I really love that. And he was, I guess, like, telling producers that he had worked with, like, oh, you guys should look into redoing it. Yeah. And they were like, you be in it and we'll do it. So he's going to be in the remake of the Thomas Crown Affair.
Man, I want to have that kind of pool.
Right?
Yeah. I want to redo 12 Angry Men, but it's only me.
you're the 12 Angry Men.
It'll be like Split.
Oh, jeez.
They're making the third part of that. M. Night Shyamalan's making the third part of that.
Third part is Split?
Yeah.
Wait, what's the second part?
The first part is Unbreakable, and
I did not know that.
Wait, what?
I didn't know Unbreakable is the part.
They're connected?
Sorry, Did I actually spoil that for you?
Maybe you did. I don't know. I don't know what kind of pool it has.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't know that is a thing.
To be fair, I dropped off M. Night Shyamalan with Ding Dong movies
fair enough.
a long time ago.
Unbreakable's a really good movie.
Okay.
Watch Unbreakable, then watch Split, then watch the third thing that's going to happen with James McAvoy is going to be in it, and also Bruce Willis will be in it.
Okay, that's
cool. I like that scene in Unbreakable where the kid almost shoots his dad.
Me too.
Yeah, scene, like,
it took me a minute.
Yeah, remember, like, because like he thinks his dad's a superhero. Like, oh, if I shoot my dad and get the bullet.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. But he's gonna kill a guy.
And then there's a combination thing I want to talk about, wherein it's a thing I'm very excited about, and a thing I'm not.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
So, season 3 of Man in the High Castle is going to come out.
How is it? I've been meaning to check.
I've only seen a little bit of it, but I love it. I like it a lot. I think it's really, really good.
Based on
Philip K. Dick novel.
Yeah.
So someone just pointed out to me that they were like, you say his whole name every time you talk about it. I was like, I don't know how else to say it.
Me either.
Philip K. Dick wrote
I name him as Philip K. Dick.
Yeah, I watched Dick.
Yeah, exactly. Philip K.
Wait, how do people call it's a Philip K novel?
Ugh, no.
Like a pretentious asshole.
Philip K. Dick. Get it right.
You say the whole thing.
Say the whole thing.
He talked to angels for a reason.
Yeah.
So the show so far, what I've seen is good. I'm going to catch up. And season 3, they're promising that there's like the Soviet communist resistance that still somewhere is going to announce itself in the storyline. So I'm very interested in that. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to Man in the High Castle. Yeah. Now, there's another show that has been announced that I'm not as excited about because I think it's going. To be fair, again, I haven't seen it, and this is totally prejudgment. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bad time.
Okay.
So the producers from Game of Thrones are making a new show. Have you heard about this at all?
Yes, I think so. Well, is it one of those Game of Thrones spinoffs that's like
a
million of them are happening?
They're making 8 spinoffs.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Like,
I'm good.
Yeah,
I never got into Game of Thrones. I feel like I'm too late now.
I fell off after season 2. I was like, this is enough.
Yeah.
This is enough. So the producers are actually not only producing 8 spin-offs from Game of Thrones after this, they're also producing a contemporary drama for HBO. It's been greenlit. It's happening. It's in pre-production right now. It's called Confederate.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Is this the one where what if the Confederacy won?
And there are 2 separate countries.
Yes.
And we're gearing up for a 3rd civil war.
Yeah.
And the show itself apparently is going to focus more on what's it like to be a slave now.
Oh, like now? Like
now. Like they're still slaves. Well, what's their life like?
Okay.
Gonna have to be a lot of careful.
Gonna be real careful. That's what I said. Be real careful.
Yeah.
So like.
Those breeding houses.
Yeah. So what? So like on the internet, there's a lot of conversation right now about people who like me are like, you better be real careful.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, I mean, Man in the High Castle is really popular. I'm like, you can't. It's two different.
That's really different.
Two different whole racisms happening.
What's Man in the High Castle about? I have no idea.
It's about what if the Nazis won.
Yeah.
And the Japanese Empire won.
Mm-hmm.
So like Japan has conquered the entire
axis of power is
west coast.
Okay.
And parts of most of Asia, and the Nazis occupy and control all of the west coast and Central America and South America.
So both are like what if scenarios.
Both are what if scenarios, but like to grossly simplify how I feel is like Germany made swastikas fucking illegal. Like the war happened and they were like, don't fucking do that again. Don't fucking do that ever again.
But and then that raises a question: would they have gone through with it if they had won?
Right.
Like, are the only reason they turned back initially was because they lost?
Right. Exactly. Well, I mean, then.
Like initially.
Right.
I'm not saying over time. Over time, I would think. Well, I would like to think.
One would like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that they are. I get why you can compare them, but I think they're pretty different animals.
No, that's why it's two different things.
It's two different things. Especially like it's not Germans making that show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not a bunch of
One was
Germans
born out of war, one created war.
Exactly.
It's a different thing.
Yeah, it's totally a different thing. So oh god. So that's happening. It's got an order of 13 episodes and it's coming.
Okay.
I mean that's not really different from like, what if the Cold War, like what if Russia?
I mean, yeah, but it has a...
No, I think it is different because obviously that show is not going to be centered around
race issues specifically. Yeah. That's like
Cold War would
is about economic issues,
economic distress, basically country relationships.
Yeah, like this
more political. This one there is a primal like,
and they've already explicitly said like. I mean, war is going to be going on between North and South. Like, they're going to show us another civil war happening now. Yeah. Which, Jesus Christ, I just now actually gave any thought to drone warfare in America, and that sounds... But,
sounds crazy.
But also, like, the idea, like, we're more interested in human stories about people who are still enslaved. Yeah. I'm like, man, like, be fucked. Yeah, they better be real careful.
Well, I always wondered, because, like, wasn't it, like, it became about, those states' rights things, like, the only financial economy they had was slavery, so that's why they defended.
I mean, is that it? I mean, it's economic, sure, but the economics is all based on.
It's all based on.
It's all tied into this horrible thing, and and you can't exercise like Jefferson Davis's vision for his country being like, well, I want to own people, like yeah. So, yeah. I'm really excited about Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, so I agree. I can see the kind of like I don't know.
Again, I haven't seen it, so I can't say that it definitively is going to be one thing or the other.
Yeah.
But I'm.
I mean,
just on a quick tangent, shows like that. Is The Handmaid's Tale good?
It's great. Okay. I still haven't watched it. I've only seen parts.
Oh, okay.
But I've only heard great things. But also, that one's run by the author.
Yeah, that I do know.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's very good. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to get more into The Handmaid's Tale.
Okay.
Yeah. And what else are they? I think they're also. Oh shit! Star Trek.
New Star Trek show.
Star Trek show. Yes. Yeah. Starship Troopers is also being remade.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they going to be more subtle about their parody?
I don't know, but they've
Starship Troopers is cool.
They've apparently set it up as a series that can be ongoing. That's what they.
Oh, it's a series.
They want it as a film series.
Ah.
Yeah.
But it's not nearly. It's probably not going to be as goofy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fuck.
They're probably going to try to take it seriously.
The only thing I hope that they keep is all gender showers. Yeah. I just want that so badly.
Did they have all? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they did. Well, because the guy who directed it, that French guy, he also directed RoboCop and a bunch of action movies, and that was like his thing was like, in the future, men and women are gonna shower together, and it's not gonna be a big deal. So I'm gonna put it in every fucking movie I have. It's gonna be in all of them.
Yeah.
So I hope they keep that. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. What else are they? There's been a huge. One last movie that I am excited about.
No.
Scarface is getting remade.
What? Wait, really? I didn't know that.
You excited?
I'm cautiously excited.
Okay.
Cautiously excited.
What names are attached?
Diego Luna is the star.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only star right now. That's the only first name.
Okay.
But they're changing it from Miami to LA.
Okay.
And other than that, it's a drug running movie about someone who gets crazy powerful and rich.
Yeah.
But Diego Luna has been killing it so far, so
yeah,
I'm about it.
Okay.
And Netflix is doing a bunch of stuff. That's coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows on Netflix now. I still haven't watched season 3 of The Flash or season 2 of Supergirl.
Shit.
But I've always been kind of like, those shows are fine to me.
Yeah.
I like them for moments. Yeah. But I'm definitely not a CW.
You're not super
I'm not into what their definition of drama is.
Have you seen any of Riverdale?
No.
Their Archie thing?
I've heard some really bad shit.
It's really weird.
I heard not good things.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's
I saw Mother's Basement video on it. And, that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, man.
It's not great.
It's
That's not the Archie I know.
Oh no. Yeah. Archie's got a
stay out of Riverdale. Yeah, we're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that, Archie.
They're gonna shoot him in the subway.
Yeah. Are we gonna get Archie getting AIDS? Is Archie gonna meet the Predator? Probably not.
Is Archie gonna fight the Punisher?
Yeah, is he gonna fight the Punisher?
Is Sabrina gonna be on it? Because she's technically in that shared
part
universe.
of the Archie universe.
Yeah.
So is Mega Man.
So wait,
that's right. Yes, that's right.
Sonic and Mega Man are made by Archie Comics,
so they're all connected.
That's
at least the comic ones.
Oh my god. It's a rich universe.
Yeah, it really is. But Riverdale is not going to touch any of that shit.
Remember that time Sonic made out with Tails? I remember.
I don't remember that.
I don't want to, but I do.
So don't watch Riverdale. Although I might keep up with certain plot points.
Yeah, maybe Sonic.
I watched the first episode because I was like, oh, I'll check it out, and it's so upsetting.
Yeah,
it's so upsetting because the first episode, I think they do they're gonna do Betty and Veronica.
Yeah,
and they set that up in 10 minutes, and then within 20 minutes, Miss Grundy shows up.
Yeah,
and do you know about the cat? She's super young.
Yeah, she's super young.
She's out of college.
She's fucking Archie.
She's fucking Archie in the back of her VW.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, that's the correct face. That's the correct face, friend. It's. It's one thing when Archie is a cute they do that the 1960s will they or won't they? Yeah. He's got so many girls who like his attention, but it's very different when you have a high school student who's he's fucking everybody. The whole dynamic.
He's actually
actually fucking people.
Yeah,
that's dude. And his teacher. That's.
And Jughead is that kid from what's his it's in a Disney show.
Oh, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yes.
And
it's Cody? Or is that
it's Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one. But he's playing more or less the Columbine High School shooter.
Yeah, he's obviously an emotionally distraught.
He's deeply distressed young man who's clearly going through. And then there's all this weird incest and murder stuff going on. It's a wow. Cherry, I don't remember this character, but Cherry, the girl named with the last name Cherry.
Okay.
You know who I mean?
I think so.
She was implied to have been fucking her brother, who is now murdered.
Yeah. Okay, I did hear about this.
What?
There's a lot going on, man.
Yeah. Nick, I'll show you the Mother's Basement video later.
Oh, I saw that, but I'm just I didn't know about the fucking...
Oh, really? He talks about it.
The brother fucking. Yeah.
Oh, I might have missed it.
You know, the brother fucking.
Brother fucking.
So, anyway, I'm looking forward to those movies, and I think it'll be cool.
On that note.
On that note, Nick, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to, all the announcements we talked about. Recently, I'm going to finish watching Terrace House and get season 2 in Aloha Edition. Looking forward to new chapters coming out for the manga I was telling you about, Grand Blue, the scuba diving, which I do recommend. It's a fantastic...
Yeah, not Grand Blue Fantasy.
Not Grand Blue Fantasy.
That's not the one with all the porn on it that I see.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah.
no, Grand Blue, the scuba diving manga, which I do recommend. It's a great comedy. New chapters are coming out.
Not the one with hentai. Okay.
Guys, if you type that word in that way, you're gonna get so much porn. You're not gonna want that.
Obviously.
Yeah. So don't type in Grand Blue Fantasy. Grand Blue Fantasy. Hentai.
Because it's gonna be such a bummer, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real.
There's no rich narrative. It's just a jizz party, and it's not cool.
And it's not fun.
Oh my god. I think that's it on my part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I don't know. What am I looking forward to? Well, more Mystery Science Theater. That continues. That doesn't stop. I gotta catch up with Lucha Underground. Maybe I'll watch The Flash. Maybe I'll watch Supergirl. I don't know. Kind of blasé about it right now. And
Ian, what do you...
Yeah. Oh, I gotta finish The Recreators.
Oh, yeah.
That was an anime I talked about where it's about writing, essentially.
Oh, cool.
Or at least just artistic creation. And then I have to... Fuck, I forget what it's called. It's the Toho one that's CG. But it's about a negotiator. And I wish I remember, because if I say the one thing, it screws up the twist of the first episode.
Oh, for sure.
And that twist is fucking solid. It's really good. It changes what the show is. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm being so vague about it, but
it's got those guys doing all that stuff.
Negotiating in Toho anime.
Yeah.
Everyone go watch Little Witch Academia. Little Witch Academia is good. Trigger's still saving anime. one frame at a time. And everyone make sure try to get Inferno Cop back.
Yes.
So I want Inferno Cop back.
Write your congressman. Make sure they understand.
Make sure you write Inferno Cop forever.
Get a president and call some Navy SEALs.
See, I would do that. If I was president, I'd make sure I do whatever in my power to get Inferno Cop. Anyway.
When you're in your subterranean Oval Office,
that sinks into the floor. And in my battle room, as I call it.
Yeah.
But it's really just, there's a ball pit in the middle.
As a president, would you make announcements to people to try and get them on your side about triggers?
Yeah. I would enter country relationships. I would definitely talk to Japan more, and then you're yo, so when's Inferno Cop?
Wake up, sheeple!
Wake up, sheeple! This is anime. This is what anime should be. It should be Inferno Cop.
Man, fuck those schools. We need to get more Inferno Cop.
Making the frogs gay. Do you know that reference? Oh.
Yeah. No, yeah. I've heard frogs gay before.
I like to eat children. I'm an explorer. I like to eat. I like to fuck. I like to eat children. I'm coming.
Oh, he's a monster, but I don't want him to go off the air. Yeah. He's amazing.
Isn't that just a character he does? Didn't he come out and say it's a character?
I mean, he said that, but he also, when he was in... I'm sorry, this is going off the rail. When he was in therapy, apparently, with his he does family therapy, when he gets too emotional, he has to take his shirt off because his feelings make him hot. So okay. He's a person. He's interesting.
Oh, isn't it that...
It's
that one guy.
He's a radio host.
Alex Jones.
He also didn't he also say he did something he had said something horrible to his kids and his kids had been talking about it and he was like, I don't have any memory of that. And then his explanation was, I ate a bowl of chili that was so good, I forgot everything.
Okay.
You ever eat a bowl of chili that was so good?
And he filmed that video of him in the Bilderberg meeting.
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. We can't talk about this on this show, because I will dig into Alex Jones for hours. I love it too much.
I'm an export, yeah. I'll go back.